Good evening, everyone. It's your boy Toe Tags. This is Wrestling with Knuckleheads, brought to you by the Knucklehead Network. And today is one hell of a day. So we're gonna start this off with something a little bit different. I want to give y'all a story, right? Because today was one of those days that goes down. Not in the wrestling world, but out in the Twitterverse, all that other stuff, right? Because I woke up today. My brother wakes me up, and I hear some rumblings, right? I'm like, what the fuck is that rumbling? And I'm like, whatever. Not getting any thoughts of it. I gotta wake up. I gotta shower, brush teeth, all that other stuff. Get ready for work. I get to work a little bit late because there's traffic. People in the traffic is like, yo, the internet's rumbling for some reason. The internet's rumbling. I'm like, the fuck you mean? Then like, I didn't get a chance to check my phone. I woke up a little late. I'm on my way to work. I'm like, yo, we can't be doing this shit right now. I don't know what's going on, but fuck it. So I get to work. I clock in a little late. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I get a little late, right? And I get a message. Yo, the internet's rumbling. What you think that is? Like, you think it's because what happened on AEW last night? I was like, I don't know. So you check it out. It's not rumbling because of what happened on AEW last night. Not the announcement. So he's like, all right, well, maybe. And then, later down the line, it's still rumbling. It's this little do, because that's how the internet sounds when it's rumbling, right? I know. I used to be a professional rumbler back in the day. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Lay?
What's up, man?
So I'm telling the story about how the internet was rumbling today. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you noticed. I'm getting, message after message. The internet's rumbling. They're like, yo, is it Tony Khan? Oh, we checked it out. It's not Tony Khan. It's not his announcement. And then later on, you hear the vroom, 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 because that's how the internet runs. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a busy day for me. I'm running late. I'm doing all this stuff. I can't check the internet as much, but I'm just hearing, you're getting message after message. Like, yo, the internet's rumbling. It's just crazy. It's on the food. What's going on? No one can figure it out. And they're like, maybe it's because Vince McMahon's on the Pat McAfee show. So we investigate, and it's like, no, that's not the case, right? So it's like, yo, it's like 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and people are like, yo, I don't know what it is. They went through everything, that they went through. They're like, yo, maybe Kofi Covington versus Masvidal is Saturday. Maybe that's why it's rumbling. Maybe the news conference is like, nah, it's not that. Like, oh, maybe it's Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor, he's a big deal somewhere in the internet.
Mm-hmm.
He might be getting a title shot. Maybe it's that's causing the rumbling. And I'm preoccupied, and I didn't get a chance to check, but apparently it's not that. So I come home today around 8 o'clock. I'm late getting home. I eat my dinner, and I have my phone to the side to let y'all know that I'm about to get on. Blah blah blah. It's still rumbling. I'm seeing all these messages. No one knows what's going on. There's an investigation from the FBI, and then at 9 o'clock, it stops rumbling. And all you hear is, it's Thursday night. And you know what that means. It's the Knucklehead Network presenting Wrestling with Knuckleheads. And that's what caused the fucking rumbling, because we got some fucking news for you today and some wrestle talk with my man Lay. Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is all elite, and I want to know, and the rest of the world wants to know how you feel about that.
Honestly, it was well, let's first and foremost put it business-wise. It's the best thing for Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best thing for Ring of Honor, that they really needed that. Apparently, it's from like anywhere from 20 to 60 mil he bought it for, which is chump change to a guy like that guy.
For real.
Like he takes that shit out like it's $20. He'll be at it. But to me, it's great because Ring of Honor can, since they let all their talent go, now those people can come back. And there's so many great talented people that a lot of people don't know. You got a lot of veterans that could put young people over. They can just have great storylines. And then if you have that, you will need a whole new set of titles. Because we spoke about this before. It should be their NXT in a sense.
Yep.
But not like the shit we have now, a good version like the black and gold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely one of those. Oh, and the fact that they have All In now, they have All In back, so they can reference All In, and then you have your Adam Cole, Red Dragon, Danielson, CM Punk, all these people that are already in ROH. So now you have all that footage now. Remember, back in the days, WWE was trying to buy that just to catalog to like make video packages for people. It's all there, so it's easier to set up a rival like Hangman Page and Adam Cole. You can now go like, oh, it goes way back. It's just not here, and now you can do the films. You can do how Danielson and Punk never really got to each other, and if they did, it was very rare. But how here it's going to be like for real whenever they do that. So it's honestly, if they do it right, it could be that game changer that puts WWE on its toes. Like, oh shit, okay, all right, you've been picking up our channel, but this is different. This is the indie fans' darling place. Like they before it was ECW.
Yep.
For what it was, and then it became Ring of Honor for the pure title and stuff like that, and the fact that they had the Japanese coming over, so it could definitely change the game if you do it right. And look, we're talking about the whole Cesaro thing, fits right in because that's one of the other guys. You know what I mean? Cesaro's ROH alum. You know what I mean? So you can definitely see, even Joe, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe can easily be the guy to run the thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, you definitely have that whole thing where it's nostalgic, but also pushing forward, forward thinking. It's like, I remember, and they have the whole Code of Honor, and like I said, the pure title is a title that is just wrestling. It's not like no hardcore shit, none of that. It's literally like catch as catch wrestling, and like Daniel Bryan was one of the first champions of that. Bryan Danielson, I'm sorry, the American Dragon.
Yeah.
So I mean, it would, if you do it right, it could literally be on some like, well, you had this and you made it that tie-dye bullshit. Now we got it and we're gonna make it better.
Oh yeah.
It'd be really smart to put the right people in there. You know what I mean?
No, for real. And later on tonight when Gigi comes, I definitely want to be able to take this opportunity to have the fantasy booking of how we would want to see AEW run ROH. And if in a perfect world, we got the one, what happens now? Yeah. What happens after last night with ROH? I definitely want to hear everybody's ideas.
And it's funny because Vic said it perfectly. It's like he could be Regal was an NXT. And that's when I said that, I was thinking that the exact same thing. Except he won't be able to say War Games is cool.
That's true.
War Games. I'm like
War Games.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying. And and Pimp, yeah, man, absolutely. You can spread it out now to another show. You can have what the WWE is trying to do with NXT now is have like guys from the main roster come down, you can have it done better.
Oh, yeah.
When the storyline develops on both sides and it doesn't look like nobody wwants to be there because Ciampa never looks like he wants to be on Raw.
Not at all.
Look on that man's face says, please can I leave? Send me back to the black. I was here before and it failed.
My man said, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Exactly. the good martial knowledge, like, I'm just trying to get fined, man. Whatever.
Oh yeah, and that for real. And all right, so we're also gonna get into Revolution, AEW Revolution, which is on this Sunday. I want to get some predictions there, get some thoughts on it, break it down and all that. We got Vince McMahon on the Pat McAfee show. I don't know if you saw it. I was just watching it. I didn't get to finish it all, but he said some interesting things that when you're talking person to person, like, I understand what you're saying. But when you actually like critically think about what he's saying, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it really works the way that you're saying it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he mentions people's characters, and he's like, it's a team, and people have to buy into the character and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting, I'm like, I get it because that's my problem with Damian Priest, but also, I don't really think that just. Something smells fishy in the state of Denmark, if you get what I'm saying here.
I mean, it's a team effort, and you completely disassemble NXT. How's that a team effort?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a team effort to destroy it, but it wasn't a team effort to keep it going the way it was.
Yeah, and I want to meet the team
Mm-hmm.
that has Ricochet in their hands.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because there was no character development after him flipping out of the ring to Velveteen Dream.
Absolutely, yeah.
There was nothing there for him.
And it is funny because they would say the WWE's resident superhero, and they never booked him that way. He only because he's wearing anime and like a comic book inspired stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, all right, but it has to be more to that. You have to make him look heroic.
Yeah, like
you're not booking him that way. He looks like a fucking chump.
Shane Helms wore a mask. He acted like a hero. He had a secret identity as a reporter. You know, he tried to fly.
I love the fact that he mixed in the Green Lantern with Superman.
Yep.
And my greatest thing is The Rock always told him flying away. Awesome. I'm like, you're in a room with a ceiling. Where's he going? Where's he going? I love that, man. Yeah, Pimp, I agree. That's what we were just talking about, that Khan should make it their NXT.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he said he hopes that HBO and Tony Khan can come to a deal for streaming. That you know something, with the new streaming shit, you do need content. Absolutely. And a lot of the movies that are coming out on HBO are also coming out on Hulu and Disney Plus. Like Free Guy is on HBO and Disney Plus. You need something that's going to keep people there exclusively to you. Absolutely. And they got rid of boxing, so they need something.
And it's funny because now with that ROH, like I said, there's a library there now. You know what I mean? There's an extensive library now that they can be like, yo, listen, we can do one segment which is the pure segment of the tag teams. You know what I mean? And now the Briscoe brothers can come in and face FTR like they want.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you see Pro Wrestling Podcast's Instagram post? He posted the Briscoe brothers saying, "Hey, Tony Khan, good move. Now when the fuck do we fight FTR?"
Absolutely, yeah.
I was like, yo, I mean, I think it would be dope. Like when we get into that part of the show where we basically wave our magic wands, I believe the ideas that we could come up with how to use ROH is gonna be crazy.
Absolutely, yeah.
I also want to make mention, like, everyone knows I like Sasha Banks, but I'm also a person that's a stickler to continuity. And when Gigi comes here, we'll get her input on this. But when Sasha Banks left after WrestleMania, when they lost the tag team titles, and then she came back with the blue hair and she cut the promo saying that I was relegated to the tag team match at WrestleMania and blah, 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 and all that other stuff, right? Basically saying that, I'm better than this shit, cutting that promo.
Yeah.
And now this year, she's in a match for the tag team titles at WrestleMania with Naomi.
Kind of contradicts it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of... Unless she turns on Naomi, then it's like, okay, you're really mad about this. But
that was a really random pairing too. Like I know they have history, but I was like,
yeah, Team Bad wasn't that long. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was maybe 6-7 months that they did the whole factions with the women, and they broke up. Yeah, and they did nothing else after that. Like, they didn't have a rivalry. They didn't team up too often after that. Like, she didn't even help her with this girl. Sonya Deville,
yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So it's like I would want to get Gigi's opinion on it, but to me, that seems almost like lazy writing, and this is also something that Vince McMahon mentioned on the Pat McAfee show. He's like, I don't call my people wrestlers because superstar sounds better. Would you rather be a WWE superstar or a wrestler? And he thinks superstar sounds better. To me, I think continuity sounds better. Like, would you rather just stick, throw something out of your ass, or have something that, makes sense?
Absolutely. I completely agree. It's one of those things, it's like I can't have an angle with Pro Wrestling Podcast today, and then next week my angle's with you. It's like that never ended. You just let that go. What happened to that? I just turn around and go, well, me and Toe got a program. And I was like, wait. But what happened to the other one? You didn't finish that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter. You guys don't care.
Word.
That's their mindset. You guys don't care. We do.
Word. Yo, Kenny, what you talking about with what happened? Like, you think he's talking about the Band-Aid?
Oh yeah. No, I got a spot here I'm trying to get rid of, so I'm trying to be more consistent with it. It was getting smaller, then I just got really lazy.
Nah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man,
you're scarred pretty much.
Yeah. Fucking Raw. Finn Balor's the new United States champion.
Yeah,
you know,
that was dope. Random but dope.
Yeah, it was, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't want to see a rematch at WrestleMania. I don't want to see the Demon versus the Damien at WrestleMania.
You know what I want to see? If you're gonna do that, add somebody else in there, man. I don't care how you force into that storyline. Get somebody else in there.
Yeah,
I don't care who it is. Honestly, just don't, or 4-way. I don't care.
Yeah, to be honest, that should be the ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well. I mean, Pat McAfee's probably gonna wrestle
Austin Theory,
Sami Zayn.
Oh,
I have that feeling he's gonna wrestle Sami Zayn just because Sami Zayn's gonna be like, "How you get a WrestleMania match? It's a conspiracy against me. I'm the Intercontinental Champion," and blah blah blah. Which makes sense, but you never know. So, why not make that the ladder match? I understand Money in the Bank is after WrestleMania, but this isn't Money in the Bank. This is the United States Championship.
Yep.
And if you really want to get people excited about him again, do something awesome in the ladder match.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, it's just like I said. I appreciate the randomness for it brings back the anything can happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good because it's so predictable now that you're like, oh, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely.
When everything starts, I know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's good. I was like, all right. And I don't think Finn's ever been the United States champion. So I don't think he has.
I don't think so either. I think he's been Intercontinental champion multiple times, but I don't think United States champion.
Or tag team champ. So if he gets a tag team champ, either one, he'll be a Grand Slam winner eventually.
I don't know why I feel like he's been tag team champions with Kofi. Kofi's been tag team champions with everyone.
Pretty much.
I think Kofi was tag team champions with Michael Cole for about 35 seconds. You know what I'm saying? He won it on up, down, down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
It was 24/7 champs rules.
Yeah. You don't care if you're not a fan of AEW or not purchasing Ring of Honor is good for professional wrestling. It is.
Agreed.
And we'll get into that later on when Gigi comes in, but I was excited to hear it because, it's more wrestling. I just want that to be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not fortunate enough to be able to go to shows every weekend or, every week. You know what I'm saying? Not that I can't afford it. I don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want your wrestling every fucking Thursday with some energy, I know I opened up the show with a little story and shit like that, but what's going on, Clover? But everybody else out there, I don't have the fucking time, right?
What? How do you lead in with that, Clover?
You would toss Bailey salad. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, but I think the first thing you do, hey, come on, fellas, and then you lead into something like that.
Word. You know what I'm saying? But you know something, though? The message you said, I appreciate it. If it was another message, it was like, yo, bro, at least say hi. You know what I'm saying? But, you talking about, you went straight to business. He went straight into this is a businessman right here. He knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah.
So what?
He did the Hogan show. Mike was doing the business for himself.
Yeah. Shout out to Bailey. But yo,
I guess shout out to Bailey salad.
Word. I mean, it might be a crispy chicken Caesar salad. You never know with some French dressing.
What's next for Damian Priest? Well, hopefully a better storyline than the shit he's been in lately.
Hopefully,
you know what I'm saying? This whole Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when he gets slapped, meanwhile he's getting dropped in the face and coup de grace. He caught the coup de grace, and you're like, that doesn't piss you off?
Yeah. Yo, dude, that was so lazy to me. The way these people cheered you, and that's why you won. Nah. He won because he beat you.
Yeah. He said,
Come up with some.
they never believed in me. What? I'm pretty sure they were cheering for you, bro.
Yeah, I never believed him in either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know I could neighbor, but I'll tell you one thing: I will never neighbor him. You feel me? That's just a fact. I don't know if you would neighbor him, but I would never neighbor him.
I was neighboring Punisher Martinez. That's Martinez. That's the guy. I was when I saw Damian Priest, I was like, and then in NXT, I didn't understand what he was.
Yeah,
he'd be hanging around girls and like partying, and I'm like, but then he's like this.
the archer.
Like the archer, the flaming archer, or some shit like that. I'm like,
yeah.
Where exactly are you going?
Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. In NXT, I appreciated the matches he had with Keith Lee and Dijakovic because those were some good triple threat matches, right? For the
Dijak, for the love of send Donovan and Dijak back to ROH, brother.
yeah.
So I don't know if he's ranked from Michael Mike from Mars, but whatever he is now, whatever fucking Michael Mike from Mars name they got now, we could please let him go back.
Word.
Get his dignity back. But
but I never understood his character. You know, to me, that's why I said I said this on the podcast before. I said it to Cap. I said it to Show. I don't know who else I said it to. I was like, my man is Puerto Rican from the Bronx, or at least from New York. We guaranteed he's from New York, and he's Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
You are not, like, do not get me wrong. We don't all act the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't acting like any New Yorker I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And we seen some crow-looking motherfuckers walking the streets.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So either you're gonna be emo and completely ejected from the world on some Darby Allin shit, or you're gonna be what's good?
Yeah.
Like Santana Ortiz?
Yeah.
Or you just a freak motherfucker that no one gets. You can't be confusing to your own people. Like my man was this close with Bad Bunny to changing his entrance music to "Come shake it, bye baby, do that conga, no, you can't control yourself any longer." And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you're overcooking the steak. Get it off.
Yeah, he definitely has I am Puerto Rican, but I've gone to raves and I love rock music. I'm a little goth, a little rave, and I don't see any hip hop in it, but he probably is. But it's just like whatever that essence was in ROH, because he was in ROH too, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a fun connection to that too. But whatever he was there, got lost in translation in NXT to WWE. It got really lost when he got to the main roster. Because he would always say, "Y'all from New York, Puerto Rico, whatever," and then it became like they made him the Crow meets a pimp or something like that, or like a playboy.
Yeah.
I don't understand where when Finn came back, I knew who he was automatically. He was a rock and roller Finn, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Understood that. I saw Martinez, I'm gonna say Damian Priest. This bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. I've seen this dude can go, big man that can move. All of a sudden, I'm like, why do you have fishnet shirts on? What's going on here? This is weird. You're in a pool with a bunch of girls? I don't understand the character.
Yeah.
Flaming arrows and all this. But he also had great matches with Finn too. Don't get me wrong. Like, the guy can go. But it's just a character, like Cat spoke about before. It's like, yo, you have me with the matches, but where are you going with the character? What does it mean? What do you mean? What do you stand for? So if you're going to be like Von Wagner and be bland and vanilla, be that. You know what I'm saying? But here I'm like, you're pulling from 8 different areas, and I am confused on what you're going for. I don't know how to, and I'm not saying you'd be able to peg people, but I'm like, yo, I tell you this much. I know who Roman is. Roman is the man right now. I know who Brock is. Brock is the animal. He's a beast right now. He's like that unstoppable force. I know you love him. I know you're out there. You know what I'm saying?
Who can ban?
And then whatever Seth is going for, I get this Joker thing. But you know what it is? I get it. I don't like it. I understand. You know, and Edge has his whole, yo, I need my moment in the sun, or I want dream matches. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles is in his weird phase, but he still has a soccer mom hair. It's AJ. You have Austin Theory's character, I understand, with the selfies and shit. I don't understand that weird relationship with McMahon, which is kind of whatever. To each his own. I don't understand Damien's character.
No,
Martinez, I don't get it. I don't know. Because at one point he was really Puerto Rican. He was hardcore Puerto Rican with his Bad Bunny. And now it's like you forgot all about that.
Yep.
You don't even do the Spanglish shit no more where, he goes in bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he calls Sheamus a cabrón and all that shit, un pendejo, I was like, yo, see? Now you're Puerto Rican. Because you don't even know the one language that well. That's
right. Yeah.
Respect. I mean, it's real.
Hey.
And all of a sudden, he drops to Spanish. And I'm like, but that was one of the things that I was like, I can relate to the man. I get it. Because sometimes you get frustrated and you just slip into Spanish because it's easier to say. It's more disrespectful to call somebody a dick in Spanish or a cocksucker than it is in English.
Oh, yeah.
It's way more insulting than cocksucker.
Yeah. No,
Let's be real here. You know what I'm saying? And to anybody being sensitive out there, if I call you gay or a faggot, but if I say maricon, you're going to be like, yo, that sounds really disrespectful.
No, yeah.
So when he was doing that, that was good. I was like, you go with that. Just go. And then I got lost. I was like, now what are you? Now you're just a douchebag that can't control his temper?
Yep.
That's it.
And you know, the crazy thing is, like, if we're going to equate this to boxing, right? Like, there's two kinds of wrestlers that you can have. Mm-hmm. Someone whose wrestling is so good that their character can just be a normal person, AJ Styles. And then you have someone whose character is so phenomenal that they're it doesn't matter how they wrestle, where it would be like Roman Reigns or John Cena.
Yeah.
Right? So now boxing, let's think about this. Who's the guy that doesn't have much personality but is hell of a fucking boxer? Canelo Alvarez.
Absolutely correct.
Canelo.
And even Triple G.
Yeah.
The personalities are shit.
They have no personalities, but everybody wants to see them box because they're fucking masters at their sport. They're the best to do it. They don't need to speak. Mm-hmm. But now the other end of the spectrum, who's another guy that's getting paid more than everyone? Mayweather. Mm-hmm. And he puts on the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying he's not a good boxer, because in my opinion, he's one of the greatest. Mm-hmm. Like, the mind's in there. You can see him thinking people and stopping them from being who they are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the opposite end of the spectrum. Now let's put it to the test right here. Mm-hmm. The Undertaker was a dead man just walking around, but he had good matches, and his character was believable. Mm-hmm. And then you had Hogan, over the top. The question is wrestling, but his character was larger than life. The Warrior, larger than life. Everyone loved him. Sting, his character was kind of like the Warrior, but if you're gonna, he was at life. Warrior was over the life. He was larger than life. Sting was at life. But when the wrestling came, that's when they balanced out. That's when they balanced out. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah.
Now,
I think my favorite thing when you can do that with is you can do with Stone Cold, right? When Stone Cold first started, Stunning Steve Austin, you could go. Stone Cold could always go. But when he realized that now my personality's here, I can dial it back and I can live here. You know what I mean? I can live in this area. But if I need to turn it on, I can do whatever I want.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just that, you know what I'm saying? And then you got guys like Billy Gunn who, like, bleh, like there's nothing. Yeah. But when he gets that hot tag, you're like, all right, let's go. House of Fire. You know what I mean? He picks up a mic. You go, put that shit down and give it a road dog.
Yeah. Word.
You should not be picking up a mic, son.
Yeah.
So that's the.
No, seriously. Yo, Randy Savage, to be honest with you, Randy Savage and Roddy Piper, Bobby the Brain Heenan, these are all perfect examples of their character can put them in any situation. Like, Randy Savage versus the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3 at one point was considered the best WrestleMania match ever. It's contested right now with Undertaker Shawn, but it's one of the best matches ever in WrestleMania. Then he wrestles Hulk Hogan 2 years after that.
Mega Power collide. Yep, absolutely.
It's still an awesome match. Why? Because his character carried the match. You're not watching wrestling, you're watching a story.
Absolutely.
Same man, both end of the spectrum, and hold it there. Star. That's what makes him a legend. He
Absolutely.
wrestles the Ultimate Warrior, SummerSlam, career match. The best match I've ever seen the Ultimate Warrior wrestle. Fight me on that. Anyone, fight me on that. The best match the Ultimate Warrior ever wrestled.
The best match I've seen him wrestle is against Ravishing Rick Rude for the IC title, and he had the IC title and he lost it to Rude.
Well, when Bobby held his feet.
I say it's to me, it's to you, it's Hogan and him, but me is you flip that and it's Ravishing him and then Hogan and him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like 1-2, and then your 1-2 is probably different than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hogan was like the first Goldberg.
Yeah.
His match should never go beyond 2 minutes. Ever.
No,
Ever.
yeah.
But
You're talking about Warrior. Warrior.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was these, like, Hogan and Savage are the perfect example of one guy who has like everything going for him, which is Savage, then Hogan, who could wrestle if he wanted to, but just like Stone Cold, he understood, this character is more than me actually doing the moves that I should be doing.
Yeah.
I understand that I am at a place right now that I don't need to be doing all that crazy shit because this character is taking me places. And him and Savage were the perfect thing because you had a dude who was happy-go-lucky, all about the people, and Savage could be absolute batshit if he wanted to.
Yep.
Because you had the poster boy and you had to have the other end of it. You know what I'm saying? Which would fight for him, but Savage is the other side of it. On some, I don't have to listen to nobody's rules. Fuck yourself, son. You go ahead and eat your vitamin, say your prayers. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come up here and hit people with my scepter and my titles and win. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. If you want to equate it to even more, like let's think about us, right?
Yeah.
So you would be Roddy Piper because the badass that can speak, that knows a lot about wrestling and all that other shit, right?
Absolutely.
Me, I don't know who I would equate myself to because the knowledge is I'm a crazy motherfucker. Let's say Macho Man, just because we've seen him freak out plenty of fucking times. You know what I'm saying? Like we got when I get excited.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, you know what I'm saying? Like Gigi will be sensational Sherry because she can carry it by herself and she works well with us. Yep. Where Show depends on being the showman.
Mm-hmm.
So Show is the guy that he's the Hogan. He's the one that's like it's more. He's gonna put more of himself out there without his knowledge being shown. Where we have.
Here's that presentation of, listen, what I lack with information, I make up for personality.
Yes.
Because I gotta keep up with everybody. So I gotta do something that I can match their knowledge and their personalities. I gotta match it with just a lot more personality.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because how do we catch you guys? By being informative and being entertainment. We're entertaining and informative, and Show is extra entertaining.
Absolutely.
So that's what it is. That's where it goes down to. Now, going back to Damian Priest, it's like you was entertaining with Bad Bunny. Not because Bad Bunny was there, because we saw something that was you. And we saw something that we could connect to, being the Puerto Rican, wrestling The Miz and Morrison, and, and it was one of those things. It was like, they gave him the ball, and he ran with it. We're talking about Damian Priest right now, Gigi.
What's up, yeah?
What's going on, Gigi? How you doing?
Got it.
So, like, they gave Damian Priest the ball with Bad Bunny, and he ran with it. And we all was digging it. We all digging it. And then for some reason, they said, yo, give us that ball back, and we're going to give you a different ball. And my man said, how am I supposed to run with this shit? There's a chain on the it's connected to the chain on the floor. So that's where I'm at now. It's like his character's not catching me and his wrestling's not catching me. So he's in a bad predicament. So the future I see for Damian is him maybe going to WrestleMania, wrestling Finn, but he has to leave for a little while and come back with a new character. Or come back committed to the character he got.
He should have definitely, I felt like they should have definitely leaned more towards that Puerto Rican thing he was already doing, where he was doing the Spanglish thing, where he was in and out with the language. And he had the flag everywhere. And I'm like, yo, you're going to catch a market like that. Pride and Powerful are in a way doing it. If they will get more time, you can definitely see him doing it. But you have a guy literally that he's big. He's a bigger guy. He can wrestle, and he does have a charisma or charm about him if you do it right. But for some reason, after Bad Bunny left, you guys just quit. I'm like, yo, you could have kept that going. It would have been perfect for him. And then if he turns, he goes, yo, listen, you can turn it into a whole thing about, listen, being oppressed as a Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. It writes itself if you're smart enough to do it right.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like when he starts speaking Spanish and people are like, yo, I don't understand what you're saying. He goes like that, but they do. And you see the crowd go, yeah. He called you a couple of shit you don't want to know about, brother. What is he saying? Goes to a fan, the fan goes, they call you a bitch ass. I'm just throwing it out there for you. Just call you a bitch ass. In layman's term. I can't really get into it. It's PG show. PG show.
Word.
But yeah.
This is the thing. You try putting him with one of the best, which is Finn Balor out there. Okay? And Finn Balor can put over anybody, no matter what. His match with Finn Balor was actually pretty good. But then for him to flip it out of nowhere, and it's like, I feel like for his character per se, there should have been some type of build up for him to turn heel. He was a legit fighting champion. There was nothing like he wasn't on a losing streak or anything like that. It kind of doesn't make sense where this heel turn is coming from. So it's out of his character. Him repping the body flag and coming out with Bad Bunny definitely goes ahead and add some diversity to the show. All right, let's just put that out there. And it's a whole different demographic where they can honestly make some good money, but they don't see it that way. And it's not so much Damian Priest's freaking wrestling style. It's just that it's been just like every other NXT call-up has been slowed down. All right?
Yeah.
Because the man can move. All right? His match with Keith Lee was dope as hell. All right? He can move. He's fast. All right? But when you make these people from NXT, when you call them up and then you make them dumb down their fucking moves, it feels like we aren't getting the full package of the actual wrestler and the character himself. And that's where we're at right now, where we're just like, we're bored.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's good.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say no, but to go off of what you're saying with the market, the untapped market. Now, I don't know, maybe you guys are familiar, but like in AAA, right? It's a Mexican wrestling organization, like, AAA and shit. Mm-hmm. It's always been said that when a Puerto Rican goes to that organization, he's automatically the heel because there's beef between the Mexican and Puerto Rican wrestlers. Mm-hmm. You telling me you don't have Mexican wrestlers in the WWE, like Rey Mysterio and Damian Priest, can't go at it and have that market? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like that's literally the lucha libre market that you would put yourself into. And when I asked for a lot of like a whole organization of the shit, it's just Damian Priest, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio can make anybody look fucking good.
Absolutely.
At his age now, he can make anybody look fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something there. And then you can have the Spanish heritage showed for everybody. But it I don't know. It's just, Gigi said it. We're bored of this.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's funny because him and Finn had some good matches in NXT, right? And there was, I guess, and I'm like, when I saw that, I go, oh, random. But I know they can go. They work well together. But then, like you said perfectly, I was like, what the fuck is this at the end? What's going on here?
Yeah.
You're blaming the crowd, and I'm like, really? That cheap heat? You doing that shit?
Yeah.
Just beat the snot out of Finn after winning. It always works.
You don't need a reason.
Shit. You're tight because you lost. We understand. We get it. I lost the title. I've been rocking this title for how long? Just beat the shit out of the dude. Some like you shake his hand and you realize, fuck this. Like I want to be polite to anybody.
Yeah.
Champion for what? For how many months now? I'm like, nah, man, I can't lose it like this.
Yeah, for real.
On Raw too. I'll be like, I lost it on Raw.
Yeah.
Like Sasha Banks. All due respect.
No. Listen.
I'm being real.
You are.
Like, yo, I've defended the title on pay-per-views and shit. I've beat McIntyre and Sheamus at the same time. And I've had hell of a matches, and I'm gonna lose this shit on Raw to you? Yeah, man. You never have to explain frustration from one human being to another.
And that would be a legitimate way to have the Damien be out full time.
Absolutely. I'm saying,
but
like out of everybody to lose to,
yeah,
really?
This little guy,
exactly,
little guy,
yeah. And it could be a better way of doing that thing that we're trying to do with Corbin and Finn. Remember when it was like, oh, you're just a little guy. Yeah. If you just show that he's small instead of saying it, we all understand it.
Yeah, naturally we're gonna see it. We're gonna see David versus Goliath. Yeah. You don't have to tell me Rey Mysterio Jr. is small. I can tell when his head is up to your navel. I kind of figured it. Yeah. The math works in that equation.
How many times have we not seen like a face lose a title and then just lose it?
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
All the time.
But I'm saying, and when has that failed unless they like try to force something? Almost never.
Never fails.
You know what I'm saying?
Edge snapped when he lost the WWE title plenty times.
Yep. Absolutely.
Edge snaps when he calls people out now.
Yeah. I was about to say Edge just snapped on Monday.
Yeah.
He just snapped on AJ. And come on, y'all. Can we just say that when AJ Styles gets inducted to the Hall of Fame, he's going to now officially put his balls into the Hall of Fame as well, since his nuts keeps getting kicked in almost throughout his whole WWE wrestling career. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, TT. How you have this many kids at this point is beyond me, sir. If you have any more after this, sir, congratulations.
Yeah.
I think you might be done with it. That's
like nuts that you got, AJ Styles.
The guys from Jackass are envious of the nut shots he's taking.
Yeah,
bro. Every angle is a nut shot.
The Rock can never again talk about his strudel because that went to AJ.
Yeah, absolutely.
This shit got abused more than Mankind in that fucking last Man Standing match.
Shinsuke by himself gave him like 50.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
And you'll never. And that's the most craziest thing. Out of all people, you wouldn't expect Edge to kick him in the nuts.
Nah.
Yeah, I agree.
You would expect it the other way around, maybe. AJ gonna go for it. But hey, man, whatever. It's better than him being with Omos.
It's crazy because now AJ is the face.
I was just gonna ask you how you guys felt about that.
Now he's the face. He's the face that runs the place. All right?
Because they ain't no champion on Raw anymore.
That's a funny part. For WrestleMania, there's no championship match for Raw. They don't have a championship program, so the biggest one they have now is AJ and Edge, right?
And
Edge. The biggest story they got.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I mean, now we're actually really building up the women's title with Becky and Bianca. Especially, she kept pulling her hair. I love that. I ain't gonna front. I actually enjoy that. I was like, you keep pulling this woman's hair. You know what's gonna happen to you, right, girl? No? All right. Let's keep playing dumb. Let's see what happens. Oh!
Word.
Oh, shit. Although, I know for a fact, and y'all can't tell me shit, when Bianca Belair hit her for that first time, that sound was extra loud, and it sounded like as if it was already planned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you heard the whips for the other ones because you can hear it, but that first one made it sound extra edited into the TV.
Somewhere. That was piped in somewhere.
Yeah, they added some funk to that one.
Yeah, they did.
I agree.
But it was good. And it still left a mark.
Yeah.
Still left a good fucking mark right there.
That was for the 27 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of the women's title, right? I mentioned this earlier. Today, I saw there was a post on Instagram that Sasha cut a promo when she came back saying that she left because she was delegated to the women's tag team match at WrestleMania, and it pissed her off. That's why she left. And now couple years later, she's in a tag team match with Naomi for the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania. What's going on with that shit? Like,
maybe she actually wins the big one at WrestleMania with Naomi. Maybe Sasha Banks finally gets her undefeated defeated streak come to a break. Maybe maybe that comes to an end. But you got to remember there's some history as well. When Sasha Banks came to the main roster, she was teamed up with Naomi and Tamina as Team Bad. So there is history there that was just kind of put together. It was put together, but the simplicity that they have history. It's not just to, hey, I just met you today. You're going to be my new BFF, and we're going to be tag team partners. Okay, Two-Trap. Okay, Eva. And we're not getting that. There's history here with these two women. And I think it would be fucking dope for them to be the first two African-American women tag team champions in WWE. That's history. That's something that they can put in the books that no other tag team currently in WWE or in AEW, all right, that can actually say we're going to be the first African-American women's tag team.
Yeah.
You got your first ones for WrestleMania for the women's title. Why not have the same and bring some type of justice to the women's tag team? Bianca definitely always loved being in a tag team, especially with Bayley. That dynamic right there is amazing. Hopefully, Sasha can help Naomi with her mic skills.
Yeah.
I love Naomi she's one hell of an athlete in the ring, but she lacks in her mic skills, just a little bit.
Yeah. And that's what we were talking about earlier, where the opposite end of the spectrum is like either you're going to be a phenomenal entertainer or a good wrestler. You can't be lacking in both, But Naomi's coming together. I'm not gonna lie. The last time I saw her wrestle was it Blood in the Sand? Was she in Blood in the Sand? In the tag team match with she was in the tag team match with Ronda in Money in the Bank. She actually looked like she stopped to the moon and started saying, let's aim for the person I'm going for. Let me not just jump. You know what I'm saying? But it looked good the way she was in the ring at that moment. I was like, you know what? She definitely did some work in there, and I respect that. So if she keeps that shit going with Sasha as a teammate, I can see them being a good tag team. The problem is they need people to defend the title. Because every champion so far has not had any title. Like, they had not had any opponents. Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley literally didn't wrestle anybody until they said, fuck it. Make Carmella and Selena Vega. Yeah, Queen Selena a tag team.
Are these still the champs?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now
but they don't defend them.
They're just. I'm like, that's why I asked. Sure.
It's cool to call them the champs, but they're not really the champs. They're just title holders. They're just holding the title.
They have the same championship when Dean Ambrose had the U.S. championship.
Yep.
Same deal.
Yeah.
Well, Carmella has a YouTube show with Corey Graves now on the WWE YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of Corey and Carmella, something like that.
You know what's funny? I could care less about both of them.
Yep.
I
appreciate Corey as a commentator, but outside of that, like I remember I saw a clip of it. I was like, you both can go fuck yourselves. I really don't care. Just listen, do something in that ring and the commentary table, and I don't want to see your life outside of this. You know what I'm saying? Because Corey, you're a piece of shit. You did your girl greasy. And Carmella, go fuck yourself because I'm just tired of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that dumbass mask and that whole thing. All right, whatever. But just don't show me a relationship nobody cares about except you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I didn't know they were still champs. I didn't know. I thought the titles were vacated for some reason.
Well,
it feels like that.
Yeah. At this point, they are because they're not even on TV anymore.
No, the last time I saw them, no, they were on Raw. They were cutting a promo, but it was a backstage promo. I don't remember if any of them had a match. But yeah, that's as far as I can go, and that's sad.
Yeah,
it's really sad. At least the Iconics, for as bad as we like to think their title run was, they actually came out and they were on the mic and they were entertaining on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say the same. Like, I can't say that I'm fully entertained by Carmella and Zelina Vega combined together. I can be entertained by Zelina Vega because I feel like she's the strongest one out of the two on the mic.
Yeah, that accent.
But wrestling skills, I feel like I want to give it to Carmella because Zelina's so small that it makes it somewhat unbelievable when she is wrestling with your Becky, your Bianca, your Sasha, your Naomi. She's small. Your Rhea Ripley. Now, that would be dope if she was able to somehow get over with Rhea Ripley as a clean win, because that's your David and Goliath for the women's division. You can't tell me you're gonna put her against Doudrop because that shit don't make no goddamn sense. Okay, Selena won't. No.
Didn't she beat her blood in the sand to get to win the Queen of the Nile thing?
Yeah.
Right?
No, the Queen of the Ring tournament.
Oh,
not Queen of the Nile. Close enough. Whatever.
Well, I mean, it's just they don't have the balls to call it Queen of the Ring, so it's
it's not Queen of the Ring.
Crown. She's the physical crown. I guess she wants
Queen's crown. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Queen's crown.
We gotta wear her now.
You're right. You're right. She did fucking. I still don't. No. See,
I mean,
it's not memorable.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is.
It would be believable if Zelina Vega was wrestling as like a luchador, because she's small, she's quick enough to do it. And we seen her do it in TNA when she first came.
Mm-hmm.
She was pulling those moves out, and when someone like Doudrop and Rhea Ripley, they're strong enough to lend a hand to her to allow her to do these moves.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody needs to be this stagnant person in the ring. Listen, I'm sorry, not everybody can be Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
or fucking
The Rock,
Nikki Bella.
Bella.
No, I agree.
Because at that age, at that stage, right? The Divas shit before the Revolution, they all had one tone. They all wrestled the same way. It was like follow the leader. And I get it because at that point there wasn't too many female wrestlers because there was pulling from the Divas searches and shit like that. I get it. But when we can't have that. Austin worked because The Rock was the polar opposite of him. Now, Kevin Owens wants to be Stone Cold when Stone Cold's funny with WCW, and then this guy wants to be Stone Cold the Attitude Era. And then they try to make this guy Stone Cold the Ringmaster. And it's like, it's all Stone Cold. Not every single one of you motherfuckers can be tough. You know what I'm saying? It's like Doink the Clown scared the shit out of all the people that he wrestled when he first came. And he wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow was the tough guy. Doink was the prankster. You see how that worked? If Bam Bam Bigelow wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow, wouldn't be able to get in the match. It would just be two okay wrestling guys beating the shit out of each other. And unless it's hardcore, it's not gonna be believable. You feel me? Like right now, I could see Damian Priest trying to be some form of Stone Cold. I'm not the one to fuck with because when I get mad, what you gonna do? You gonna blame the crowd? Like literally, Stone Cold's character nowadays would shut every single wrestler down, with the exception of maybe a Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and possibly Roman Reigns. With just one line is like, "Am I supposed to be afraid of you?" Because he said that to everyone. Am I supposed to be afraid of you?
Yep.
And not too many people have an answer for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my beef with the wrestling now. Like we always talk about the character work, and Vince McMahon mentioned it on the Pat McAfee show. I don't know if you saw the interview today, Gigi.
I saw a little bit of it. I didn't get a chance to catch a lot of it. I know he said that Pat McAfee will be in a WrestleMania match, but he didn't say that he was going to be in WrestleMania in a match, as everybody kind of speculated.
Yeah.
And I know he joked around saying that what's his name? Michael Cole is a terrible human being.
Yeah.
And that he is going to be the one to induct the all-American badass, the Dead Man, the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Hold on. The urn.
the Jameson.
The J-Mo urn.
Oh, the power of the Jameson, Gigi.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. It's great. I'm forever storing I'm going to forever store every fucking J-Mo that I get in that shit. Every time I buy one, boop, refill.
Yo, seriously, that's iconic now.
Yeah.
That was a cool entrance there.
I was gonna slide, but I can't slide in this floor. You can't slide in this floor.
But so Vince McMahon mentioned, because Pat McAfee asked him about the characters. It's like, do you help him out with the characters, or is it just here goes your shit, go out there and try to get over? And Vince McMahon saying that it's a team. Like there's a whole team for these characters, and then they gotta go and if you believe in the character enough, then it'll work. Pretty much. Something, I'm paraphrasing. And like I said to Leia, like I want to meet this team that's running Ricochet, because
I swear to God.
they're not on time. They don't know the assignment. like what high school did you get this fucking team from? Because they're not working together. Like Ricochet doesn't even know whether, like, they don't have nobody number, nobody email, nothing. Like they're not even leaving sticky notes on his.
Not working together. It seems like they don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a match? He said fighting champion. Who's the fuck is the fighting champion?
Sami Zayn, right?
Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
That's right, because Sami Zayn took it from Shinsuke. Yeah, at least like we got that, right? Can we be okay with that? No, maybe.
You know me. I don't like this pop-up shop bullshit. Like, remember when they said every match is gonna have a reason?
Mm-hmm.
The reason can't be I'm just doing it because I want to, motherfucker. Like,
well, the reason he's getting is because he interrupted Sami Zayn talking to not Raw GM. What's that guy's name?
Fuck. Adam Pearce?
Yeah.
Adam Pearce.
Fuck.
Yeah. I had his whole face in my head.
Yeah. I feel sorry for you, Gigi, because that's not a face that I would want in my head.
No.
But it's weird because like that, like I told Lay, like I heard that shit and just listening to him speak, it's like, yo, you know what? That makes sense. But then you go into the like proof and like that, but that now it doesn't make sense. It doesn't apply to today's wrestlers, because either you're saying that these wrestlers don't give a shit and they're just walking out there going, yo, I'm Ricochet and I'm supposed to be a guy that dances and has electrical fucking clothing, and I just came out here with whatever the fuck I wanted and fuck you guys. Like, unless you're saying that they're doing the complete opposite and they're not listening to you, like, it's not believable. In the Attitude Era, I can believe you going, yo, D-Lo, this is your character. You have a vest that hurts people. Go out there and sell it. And he's just like, wow. And they're like, you know what? The head shit is working. Just don't break your neck. Like, The Rock, you're supposed to be electrifying. Go out there and be electrifying. I can believe that. I can't believe it today. I can't believe it today.
It's funny. That's true, though.
That's why I'm not buying that and this whole Joker thing.
Yeah.
not buying that shit. I'm like, dude, nothing about you is this character. Nothing about you is gonna be this character. So let it go, bro.
Yeah, because all right, let me ask you a question, legitimate question. Do I seem more interesting now? Do I seem more interesting now? Should I get a title shot?
Oh shit!
And it's
Let
funny.
me get a title shot, Roman.
I want to give you a title shot for the strength factor. You don't have any rhythm. You can't dance, brother. Just no, bro. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be underhand, be underhand. But don't give me this shit and go to thrift stores and get your gear. Don't give me this shit. Or raid your wife's closet. All of that shit,
Yo,
right?
for real, son. It's like, who's like, who's committed to their character?
Happy Corbin.
Roman.
There goes two examples right there.
That's it. And Riddick Moss is really committed to his character because he's rocking them tight ass shorts.
He's willing to break his neck for us.
Listen, word. You took the words right out of my mouth because that ass, like that man, he's dedicated. I think anybody else that had landed on his head like that, like, nah, I'm not going out no more. I can't be this Happy Moss. I need to be the guy with old school, the guy with the neck brace coming down the ring.
Word.
Do like an old school Bobby Heenan neck brace say shit. Like I can't. I just can't. I can't. Do the whole whole Sami Zayn again, like come out in a wheelchair type shit. Like, yo, I can't. And then continue to risk more of his life in the ring with all that shit on him.
Word. Yo, those suspenders, son, they don't want to disconnect from the back. Like, they've got to be sewn into his tights, bro. I swear to God.
Sewn in and gorilla glued.
Man, they don't never want to come off. Like, Ernest Shyster is jealous of those suspenders. I'm telling you.
IRS, I'm fucking done.
Shit, man. But
for him rocking all that gear in wrestling. I'm like, yo, you wildin', son.
Yeah.
You're in a fucking suit damn near.
Word. Now that's commitment. That is commitment. Like, every character was committed.
Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful. Yo,
he was a guy from the IRS.
Yeah, there you go. It's easily explainable. Yeah. Brutus the Barber Beefcake couldn't cut hair, but you know what? He looked like you could go over there and get a blow dryer and whatever the fuck else you do with hair. It's been a while. I don't know what they do, but and his windows are Marty Jannetty proof.
Yep.
You could throw a whole Marty Jannetty through him and you ain't got to worry about cutting yourself.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
For real. But
that's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Let's transition to Gigi. I want to know how you feel about ROH being all elite right now.
I'm going to enjoy it. There's a lot of negativity in the wrestling community about Tony Khan having it. And, of course, we have all the memes in the world where you see Vince McMahon buying it and 2001 and then Tony Khan buying it pretty much 21 years later, right? Do I feel like he's going to make mistakes along the way? Yes. Do I feel like he's going to make the same mistakes as Vince McMahon did when Vince bought WCW? No. I don't believe so. Now, there is a thing a lot of people just seem to forget. ROH released all of their talent. All of their talent. Okay? That does not necessarily mean they're not set, they're not, ready to be rehired. Tony Khan already has a large roster as is. The next question is, yes, we have ROH, but are we going to get any TV time for ROH? We know we're going to get our pay-per-views. That we know. But what's the TV screen like? It's just going to be another YouTube thing where we're watching YouTube, There's just a lot of questions that leads behind. I would rather have Tony Khan buy ROH than Vince McMahon buy ROH.
absolutely correct. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I completely agree with that 100%. You know what I mean?
So I'm a little excited. I want to see where this goes because Tony Khan does have people that has wrestled in ROH before. I mean, for the first time in a long ass time, we finally got Christopher Daniels, okay, on Dynamite with his black eye. Okay, that shit looks scary as fuck. Alright, creepy as shit with Bryan Danielson. That fucking match was everything that I wanted. I miss seeing the Dark Angel on my TV screen.
Word.
As a wrestler. But I understand his role in AEW, which is basically, just kind of basically working with the talent. He works in talent relations, I believe. So I understand his other role as well, as he's continuously to heal up from that. Now, that eye injury, he already said it. He can see 100% out of that eye. It's just that it takes a long time for it to go away. And it's taken a lot longer because the injury is a lot more severe than he had originally thought it was. You know,
that was an injury. I thought that was like he put a
no. That's an injury. That's an eye injury. Shit. Yeah, that's a legit eye injury. He can see 100% right through it. It has nothing to do with his pupil. It just has to deal with the whiteness around your eye. It's just like it just like basically it got like kind of punctured. Not punctured. I don't want to say punctured. Kind of. Bruised? Let's go with bruised. Yeah. You know?
You're muted, it was like it burst. Like the thing inside there burst.
Okay.
Like one of those veins and everything. It kind of burst, and then that's what happened. Now, sometimes when that happens, some people get like the random red spots on their eyes, like after a fight or whatever. You see shit, but it goes away. His is not going away. And it doesn't look like it's going away because it's been like that for months now.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. But he can see 100% through the eye. So and I don't. He didn't miss a fucking beat while he was in the ring with him.
Yo, when he did that moonsault,
that moonsault was outside.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah. And he fucking turned around, was like, 50 years old, I still got it, baby. I was like, yo, you don't look like no fucking 50-year-old I ever seen. Yeah. It was a good match. The ending, I'm getting pissed off at Daniel Bryan, but we'll save that for. Yeah, I will wait for that one. But Gigi, tonight, at some point, I want to do like a fantasy book, and now that Tony Khan has ROH, how would we, like, from yesterday on to today, on to the future?
Okay, my book ready.
Book it? There you go.
Ready. We're gonna get the book ready.
That's right.
We're gonna come back to this.
Yes.
With my little feather, feather unicorn.
I got my book ready.
Fantasy booking or matches?
My book.
Come on, I can't do booking.
Both. Like, tell the story of what's gonna happen to ROH and AEW. From your, like, what do you want to have? What do you want to see? You can put matches up there. You can put, like,
I mean, the number one match I think I want to see at this point with ROH is the tag team match of the Briscoe Brothers versus the Young Bucks. That's like top match overall. And also, I'm gonna say it here. And I'm gonna say it now. It was all a work. It was all a fucking work. Okay, Cody Rhodes was never going to go to WWE. Okay, he's just fucking with your emotions. He's fucking with my emotions. He's fucking with everybody's. I mean, some people really don't care, but he's fucking with people's emotions because he's a fucking troll. All right, he is an internet troll himself, where he wants to get everybody talking, and that's exactly what's happening. Every fucking body is talking about Homelander. I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes. All right. All right. Ain't nobody talking about Brandy, but we're all talking about Cody. Okay. All right. Stardust, Cody. All right. It's not. You kidding me? It's a work at this point. Tony Khan fucking bought ROH. All right. This is where the love came from for indie wrestling. All right. Homelander, Cody Rhodes is going to ROH, and he's going to be the champion. And this is how we're going to elevate ROH. And it's I don't care if you fucking hate what I gotta say about it, but Cody Rhodes is going to be the fucking man that's going to go and get ROH a TV deal. As fucked up as that sounds, but it's true.
Yeah, you know something? You opened up my mind to that idea. Like maybe he unsigned with AEW so that way he can make this deal with ROH, and he could be like, "Yo, Khan, you take AEW, and then I could have my vision of wrestling with ROH type shit." You know what I'm saying? Because if the whole, the visions change and blah blah blah, it could be one of those. Hey, I'll run ROH and you run AEW.
And Tony Khan loves to play with the crowd sometimes. All right,
yeah.
But he loves big announcements too.
Oh yeah.
This would be great. This would be absolutely great. And there's going to be so many people. There's so many people right now that fucking hate Cody Rhodes just to hate Cody Rhodes. You mean it's the same thing with Matt Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But you know what? In the wrestling world, Matt Cardona is getting spoken about almost everywhere. Why? Because he makes them want to talk about them. He makes people hate him. And that's what makes he's not only just a good heel, okay? He's a good fucking performer. Overall, he's a great wrestler because he's going to make you feel something. And that's the same thing what Cody's going to do. He's going to make people feel something in ROH, and then everybody's going to fucking hate him, but everybody's going to go after him at the same time. And then Cody Rhodes is going to be your ROH champion again.
It's funny. They're going to sign John Grisham, so it makes sense. It could all fall into place. Let's see. But the funny thing is that Tony Khan, I want to give him props for two things. One, great announcement. Two, he looked like he was rolling in cocaine when he made that announcement. I'm like, my man, you look like you're coked out, son.
Yeah.
Like he said.
That nigga was not coked out. He was speeding. He definitely had the cocaine, and he was out.
I was like, yo, Khan.
We're gonna do this.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
I was
Yo.
like, take a breath. Breathe. Your heart's about to stop midway through this, bro.
Yeah. Cap was on some. Why does he look like he doesn't know how mics work? Like he's trying to scream to the whole crowd without a mic, but he got a mic in his hand.
First, I want to make important that a lot of wrestlers do that shit. A lot of wrestlers scream into the mic, and I'm like, yo, you got them. There is a PA system that can. Well, I mean, then again,
unless you're in Jersey,
ass. System's ass.
That's what I'm about to say. Maybe that's the reason why they're screaming is because, unfortunately, it's not them. It's the audio itself, Just like, huh? What? You think it's all stone cold.
No, but yeah, that you gotta love Tony Khan. So excited to tell you the shit that he doesn't even know what he wants to tell you. He's just like, I'm out here to give you an announcement. Now, what's the announcement?
Yeah, you gotta appreciate Tony Khan, though. He's a fan. The enthusiasm. You can tell he's a fan. And not to say you can't tell if Vince McMahon is a fan. He likes to play the crowd. Of course he's a fan. But it's like seeing Vince McMahon is a grown-ass person fan, right? Where you feel like Tony Khan is like the little boy fan that's finally meeting all of his heroes. And instead of playing with live action figures, he can actually book matches that he used to fucking do with his live action figures. He's that fan, I don't know. It's exciting though. I'm excited to see who they're going to sign back. Briscoe Brothers already basically issued a challenge saying, oh, I guess we are going to go ahead and get the Young Bucks in ROH because they're not going anywhere. And not only do we have ROH, but who else is to come to ROH?
What's going on? Kadish?
Josie? Well, Josie is there, right? Josie?
There you go, yeah. What's going on, brother? Welcome, man.
You're... That threw me off.
Yeah, my bad. No, the Briscoe brothers. You're talking about the Briscoe brothers.
Right. But I mean, who else besides them? Oh my God, Jeff Hardy's coming back soon. They can take over AEW tag team titles and ROH tag team titles.
Yeah.
We're going to get the Hardy Boys, and they're coming back. And see, so the pay-per-view is on Sunday. His contract won't be up then.
Yeah.
We won't be seeing Jeff Hardy. However, there's a strong possibility we'll see him Wednesday night on Dynamite.
That's true.
It's true. Mm-hmm.
That's it, because it'll be done by then.
Yeah.
You know? So let's get it.
Kaddish. That's how you pronounce it. Kaddish. He signed it for us. No, but yeah, so all right, so how do you see let's go into it before show comes here and cuts another Flair promo and gets naked on us. How do you see ROH going up? Oh, you can't forget that, Gigi. You can't forget that, Gigi.
There we go. That's right. Crystal meth. I apologize.
Yes.
That goes on crystal meth. There
you go. All right, so how do you see ROH going? Like, I give Tony Khan goes, here, Gigi, here's the book. What should we do with them?
Fuck, man. This just, where do we start though? That's the thing. ROH was just always something that you'd be able to catch online. Am I gonna get TBS, TNT?
If you want, this is your world.
I wouldn't mind having them on more or less the same channel, but I don't think TNT or TBS is willing to have another wrestling show on their channel. But, so where do we? I don't know. Yeah, you don't have to come back to me on this. Right. I can't book it. I'll do matches. I can't book the whole fucking thing. Because I'm not gonna be the one to go ahead and fucking put it to shame and shit and all this other stuff. No, Tony Khan bought it for him.
You got the magic wand, Gigi. All right, go ahead, Late. Show her how it's done, and then she'll get.
Go ahead. I gotta be mom for a second. Hold up.
So it's either
the wrestlers are older.
It's either
anyone. Go ahead.
Probably make sure you're old. So it's either I get it for Saturday or something like that, or Saturday show or something like that, or I get like that open slot. The fact that there's no wrestling on Thursdays anymore. There's no, there's SmackDown's not there, no Thunder or anything. One of those two, or streaming service. If I could plug that up, you know what I mean. But I would rather have the streaming service for replays, or also pushing the ROH library. Like, watch the past matches of these future stars or the current stars, So first and foremost, I get that going, and I'd have, like I said, Samoa Joe would definitely be the GM running everything, But in a very, because he loved the Code of Honor. And if you guys don't know about Ring of Honor, the Code of Honor is you shake hands before the match and you shake hands after the match. That's the Code of Honor. That means, this is an honorable match. There's none of that hate and shit like that. So definitely that. I would definitely bring back the Pure title, which is just wrestling. It's no hardcore, no chairs, none of that. It's just literally two guys in the ring trying to wrestle each other. That's the kind of thing that Benoit and Eddie Guerrero would have been perfect at. So you got wrestlers like you'd get a Chad Gable and a John Grisham going at each other, and then you realize how talented both guys are. I'm saying? So something definitely that title. Definitely have the Briscoe brothers, FTR, Pride and Power. And I would have the ROH tag team titles for the pure fact is get Private Party out there, get Acclaimed out there. You know what I mean? Get Top Flight out there. Get these people who need to be out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely for that. I would definitely have Punk in a kind of rivalry with Samoa Joe, kind of reigniting the thing. He had the Summer of Punk where he was leaving ROH to the WWE. So he kind of became a heel in a sense. So kind of relive something like that. You know what I mean? Because they've always said it. A lot of people say it about Punk. They don't get along with him. Kingston said it, like he was a douche. You know what I mean? So kind of bring that to him. Like he's had a good run as a face. It's long enough. You can change it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And you could definitely have. This is where you can have Danielson have his stable. Brian Danielson, he can have a stable of pure wrestlers. You know, that they mostly contend for that pure title. He's still a heel. He's still a dick, but that's your. And then you have Mox with his like hardcore guys. You know what I mean? And they constantly clash instead of being together. You have them against each other because they're completely separate people. You know what I mean? You know, then you bring back a TV title. The TV title is perfect for this kind of thing. You defend it because it doesn't have to be on a channel; it just has to be on TV.
True.
So he can show up on TNT. He can show up in TBS, the champion. You know what I mean? And even the women can have one of those titles. They can show up on any show. It doesn't matter. Definitely have a guy like Cesaro come back. You know what I mean? And you can even bring back Chris Hero. You know, and they can make them masters of the ring. It's good to have the throwback and the new guys kind of like, clash. Like them and the Young Bucks would make a great match. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And, but always have that crossover appeal better than the WWE's trying to do now with this NXT crap that they have. Like, have some guys go over. Like you have Jay Lethal go back, right? But when Jay Lethal's there, you have a guy like Ricky Stark show up. You know what I mean? And give meaning to the FTW title. So that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's LEH. We say Le. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely the whole point of it is I would love to see. There's a guy named Silas Young on there, and I think he would be because he's supposed to be the last man's man.
Yeah,
like a real manly man. I would love to see him face MJF because they're both heels, but MJF is just trim, proper, like he's dapper, and Sal is not that kind of guy. He's like, yo, listen, I wear t-shirt and jeans and I'll fuck you up, man. You know what I mean?
It's like country versus city.
Well, it's more of suburbs or like upscale versus a blue collar guy, a 905 guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you see Silas Young, you go, I see that. I get that from that dude. You know what I mean? And then you can bring in the Bandidos to wrestle Pentagon. Actually, the Bandido to wrestle Rey Fenix. Bandido versus Rey Fenix would be an amazing match because Bandido was the second to last ROH championship. You could bring Roosh, who's great friends with Igolo.
Okay.
He's great friends with him. He told him not to sign with WWE. He told me, yo, don't come here.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
And then I believe Dragon Lee is either Igolo's brother or cousin. You can definitely say that. And they would fit perfectly in ROH, but they can also move, you know what I mean? And then you can make your trios title. That another one that can flow around the company. It's not necessarily ROH. It's not necessarily AEW. You know what I mean? It's like a combined effort. Because a lot of times in ROH, they would start it with a 3-on-3 match. And it would be New Japan guys, Shakara guys, and it would be AAA guys, So you can definitely get that. Like, you can start any pay-per-view fast-paced with those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the crowd is up now. They're ready. Like, oh, that match was insane. And you go from there. So
definitely.
Yeah, like I would say I would definitely love to see the first pure champion to be Daniel Garcia if they bring that back. Because Daniel Garcia fits the mold of that.
Yeah.
If you've seen him wrestle a Danielson, you'll see that. You know
what I mean? Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean? And then the TV title, I would definitely give it to Eagles first. He'll eventually make his way to the ROH championship, but I would give him the TV title first because he has that presence about him that you want to watch a match with him when he comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if he has that faction that you're talking about in ROH, then he can be the Black Mask. It'd be like a mob faction type shit going down.
You got your Roosh, you got Dragon Lee, you got anybody else they can pick up that they know. Yeah. And the great thing about ROH is and AW thing is they never confine themselves to not getting people from the outside. Remember when Cody had the open challenge?
Yep.
They had that Warhorse guy. They had mad people come from indie things. They came in, they had a cup of coffee, they wrestled, and they left. But you can still keep doing that. You can still move it around. What's up, Anthony? You can still figure out the pieces, logistics. You can have Mark Cardona show up again, but this time with all the belts on some. I need a title that I can come on TV and you can see the rest of my titles. People have to see me now. You know what I'm saying? Because look what I'm doing. He may not win the ROH title, but he's having a match there. Then there's more eyes on him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yo, I love your idea, right? And my booking would be similar to that, where ROH I would have it on like a streaming service. Let's say HBO Max, right? Because it was mentioned earlier. Have ROH on HBO Max or a streaming service and let them be gritty. So that way the Briscoe brothers can be naturally the Briscoe brothers and you don't have to worry about sponsors with TV deals and all other shit. They could be there. Now, I would keep it like a little separate from AEW. Every once in a while have an AEW guy down there. The people from Dark go down, to Ring of Honor, let them build up something. And then like after about a year, you would unveil the new pay-per-view called The Forbidden Door. And the Forbidden Door would be the ROH champion versus the AEW champion, the TNT champion versus the Pure Wrestling champion, the women's champion versus the women's champion, the tag team champions versus the tag team champions, AEW's trios versus the ROH trios champion, and it would be basically champion versus champion. And then the top guy versus our top guy. Or you can even have it because ROH, I know ROH for integrating everyone, like New Japan, Pro Wrestling, Mexico. Like that was the original Forbidden Door right there. That wasn't the forbidden, that was the open door. If you want to wrestle, come here. Absolutely. Like Okada went there and he had millions of dollars on the table for WWE and he's like, no, I'll go to ROH. I'll be in New York, I'll go to ROH. Fuck WWE. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine that gateway of Okada versus, let's say Hangman Page is the AEW champion right now, so let's use him. Okada versus AEW champion versus ROH champion. New Japan versus Ring of Honor versus AEW live on pay-per-view. That's something that the WWE can never do.
Absolutely.
They never can do that.
Absolutely.
And and that's a throwback. Now, a lot of people don't know this, especially like anyone younger than us. But Superstar Billy Graham and Harley Race had the WWF championship versus the NWA championship in a cross-promotional event. Now that match went undecided. It was it best two out of three? No, it was just like it time limit draw or something. Like there was no winner to it.
Draw.
Yeah, there was no winner to it, but that was the first and only time I've ever heard of the champions from two separate promotions wrestling each other to see who is the best out of all of them. Superstar Billy Graham versus Harley Race. I heard that shit forever in my mind. I was like, yo, that could have been done in WCW, with WWE, ECW. That could have been done anywhere. Now AEW or Tony Khan has the power to be able to do that. New Japan Pro Wrestling versus AEW versus Ring of Honor, like on TV in their style of wrestling. We don't have to worry about conforming to WWE style. I think that would be crazy. And to have like ROH on a streaming service would be even doper because now you don't have to worry about the commercials from TV. Like to me, the WWE Network was the best place to watch wrestling.
Absolutely correct.
Best place to watch wrestling.
Yep.
And I think they can only benefit from that. And you, like I said, you get your dark guys on Ring of Honor, and you get other people. You get what AEW is supposed to be without all the megastars. Put that on Ring of Honor. Let's get real. Let's get real pro wrestling in that shit, and then you'll have that inner shit, and then we'll see. And it's like, yo, let's say that the Ring of Honor champion is good enough to be on AEW, then he'll move and go back and forth.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Yeah.
You want
really agree.
Yeah. And my argument for Cesaro going to AEW is for the simple fact that I won't be able to see him anywhere else because there's no American TV deals. If he goes to New Japan, I'm not watching it. I can't watch it. I don't know how. you know what I'm saying? Like if he goes to AEW every Wednesday and Friday, I know where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah.
But
So,
I think that would be dope.
Yeah, I would definitely be a fan of that. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, we have that one title that's like a TV title, something like that. That champion can go anywhere he wants and show up at any promotion to defend it. And maybe he loses it to somebody in New Japan, and like Kento shows up and he was like, "Yeah, your man lost. Somebody lost this.
Yeah,
somebody lost his title. Don't worry, it's in good hands." You know what I mean? And then people randomly show up. You know what I mean? You have Jay White shows up in Ring of Honor. You know what I mean? Which is done. You have Jay Lethal in New Japan. Keep that flow. If you get bold enough, you have somebody show up in MLW for the fun of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing is, when you can see somebody different on national TV and get exposed to how good they are, then it makes everything better. You're like, oh, I never knew there was somebody that talented out there. That's not signed. Goes, oh, there they are. You know what I mean? And more people get to follow people that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like I said, with the roster that AEW has, they need more eyes, they need more shows, and they need more titles. Because there has to be more feuds that are personal. Because there's only like 2 that are personal, and we're only seeing like the same 12 people, And don't get me wrong, when we do see wrestling, it's a lot more, it's more often, but it has to be for something. Because remember, you said the wins matter. Let's make them matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make them matter.
For real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they're dead serious. And ROH can also be a way for like TNA to step, put their foot in the water.
Absolutely.
Because it was never an exclusive company. Like they always able to go anywhere and do anything they want. And there's plenty of people from other companies coming in there. Like you said, like that's how I knew our Ring of Honor. Is like they were the people that were the next generation of wrestlers, and Absolutely. that's where everyone wanted to go to wrestle, and everyone went there to wrestle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
And a guy like Keith Lee would thrive there. And that's why you would need a TV. You would need to be able to air it on some kind of way, some kind of television.
Yeah, some kind of platform. Absolutely correct. Yeah. Yeah, you would have a crop of new talent, and you'd be like, "Oh, here you go. These are the guys we have up and coming." You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're gonna see them against established stars and see how good they really are.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Yeah.
Anthony goes, if Tony Khan was older and in the mid 2000s, and Ted Turner would sell WCW, we'd be talking about Tony Khan owning WCW, and there wouldn't be no AEW.
That'd be interesting, but I think it would have changed the name anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, in 2000, WCW was a hot mess.
Yeah,
I mean, the levels of mess.
Eric Bischoff was gonna buy WCW, right?
Yes, he was.
He was gonna buy it, and he had the TV deal and everything. And I don't know if Vince came in and fucked it all up, or
no. It was Time. It was AOL Warner. AOL and Time Warner?
Yeah.
They're the ones that fucked it all up.
Oh, they fucked it up, and then Vince came in and bought it.
Yeah.
So now imagine Eric Bischoff owning WCW.
That would have been interesting. I would have been really interested to see that. Just Bischoff, no Hogan.
Yeah,
but because he had a good. I remember it was Eric Bischoff that stole the NWO idea from New Japan and brought it over. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
A lot of people say, he came up with it. He sold it. Calm down. He saw it in New Japan. He goes, promotion's invading another one. There you go.
Yeah.
Food for thought, different people.
Yeah. And, not for nothing, the way I foresee things, I think if WCW was bought by Eric Bischoff and Eric Bischoff was running it and had the TV deal and everything, nothing really changed except for the fact now Eric Bischoff owns WCW. I honestly still think someone at a certain time would have did what Cody did, and they would have made AEW. Because there would have still been a monopoly on wrestling.
I completely agree with you. Some superstar would have got frustrated, said, "Yo, this is bullshit." Like there's only two companies in town. And I can't like, and both of them are really restricting.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I can't. I'm either Stardust or the son of a plumber.
Yeah.
I can't be me. I got to be one or the other. Because if I go to WCW, I have to be Dusty. Because of the territory days, and everybody knows him, the Rhodes name. If I go to WWE, I gotta do that dumbass shit. So there's no winning. But if there's another alternative, yeah, it would have been one of those moments where I felt like he would have probably collaborated with like a Paul Heyman. Like, listen, I know your company's hemorrhaging money, but we can come up with something. You have guys like, in essence, kind of like the Young Bucks, another team that's making millions, not necessarily being on one of the bigger companies. And this is where people come together and go, you know what? We can talk somebody into doing it. They would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nowadays, like, a billionaire pops up every 4 days because of NFTs, crypto, and and just straight blood and sand money. So
yeah, for real.
It'd be really interesting, to see that.
Do you
I felt
remember?
like you were right. Somebody would have really been like, "Yo, there's no way there's no way I can't be on TV and not be on one of these two. There has to be another way."
Yeah, because you know what it is. It would have been worse for some wrestlers because it's like I'm in WWE not being used, and then I go to WCW, or vice versa, and now I'm completely different. Like, I'm not even being used by this company. It would have been like, I'm with a company that wants people to be superstars, and then I'm with a company that doesn't even recognize their talent. Because WCW should have never died.
Nope.
Just solely on the fact of their cruiserweight division.
No, the thing is, honestly, look. I'm gonna make a perfect example, right? Now, a lot of people did not like the Natural Born Thrillers, right? That group that they had.
Yeah.
The problem is, you had a bunch of guys that were really talented, extremely young, and good. I mean, I always go back. Sean O'Haire by himself. Sean O'Haire is like 6'5", 270. Sean O'Haire is the same size as The Rock doing a Swanton Bomb. Perfect.
Yeah.
Spinning heel kicks and all that flipping. I mean, all that kind of shit. Imagine Ricochet built like The Rock. That's what I'm telling you. But
yeah.
abs and everything. The dude had to look to him like, yo, there is no way I would have been interested in not watching that dude wrestle or have a belt around him because he's captivating. Whereas Mike Skill's garbage, 100%. But he's young. You can work on that.
Yeah.
And everybody comes in there with the mic. Yo, The Rock sucked at one point. Austin wasn't good at one point. Before he was Stunning Stevie, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes time, but you had your Chuck Palumbos and people like that. And then you also had Billy Kidman. You also had Ray. You also had Benoit, Jericho. And Jericho would have been much more appreciated in a sense like that, because Jericho was like, yo, how am I not getting a title shot? Look how good I am. Everybody hates me. 1,004 holds? That's hilarious. He has the list. I'm like,
yo, my man made
this guy.
He made an impromptu gimmick about wrestling Goldberg. That shit was never in the books, and he just walked out and said, I want to wrestle Goldberg, and then made it to the point where there's no, like, you have to fight Goldberg now.
You painted us into a corner now. We have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is when you have this crop, right, that if you would have done it right, there was a good chance you either topple WWE or WWF at the time, or you're still going at it to this day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you started giving these fucking contracts, guaranteed, and then if somebody comes in, you have to match my contract to theirs, or I get paid more than them. It's like, yo, what are you doing? No, my man, listen, I'm paying you per this, per that, per that. You don't like it? Go back up north if you feel like you're feeling it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also what really killed him was the fact that he had no exit plan for the NWO.
Oh, when everybody and their mother's a member at that point?
Yeah. It's like, yo, the NWO was hot for a long time. And then when they tried to end it and they just rebooted it. They try to end it with the red versus the white and black, and they just everybody's now Wolfpack.
Yeah.
You know, like Hogan went to the Wolfpack after that shit. It's like, okay, and then what? All
And
right,
they had NWO 2000. I was like,
and it was like, and then NWO was dead, and now we have the young blood or the new blood, and that's another NWO. It's like, you know, in all honesty, I understand NWO was supposed to be its own company.
yes.
It was supposed to be its own. Like, they were gonna have Thunder was supposed to be the NWO's people. They're gonna have their own wrestlers wrestling each other, their own titles, all the other shit. I get it, but when that fell through, there should have been okay. We need someone that's gonna eradicate the NWO. Who can that be? We already tried it with Sting. It failed. But if we have Bret Hart or like Benoit, if we come with some new guy that's going to be dope, like Eddie Guerrero, Jericho, like let these young guys come and give me the brass ring, give me the torch, and we end the NWO now. And now we're back to the, you know, what WCW was, the luchadors wrestling and all that other shit. Then we can work forward onto something else.
It's
but
funny
they just
if it wasn't Sting, it should have been Goldberg. Honestly,
true.
That the logical sense is if you're gonna make an Austin clone, because at the end of the day, let's be real, that's what he was. He was pretty much Austin. But if you're gonna make that, if you're gonna build a guy like that can't lose, have him run through the NWO and then completely destroy them, and that's how you stop him. Oh, but one guy did it. He goes, yo, sometimes it just takes one guy. You know what I'm saying? One guy body slammed onto the Giant, made a whole, you know what I'm saying? One guy turned the WWF around. Bald guy, black trunks, black tape, black boots, and they said he would never be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So think about it. It could happen. You know what I mean? One guy fought the Authority, fought DX, he fought everybody named Mom, he fought Bret Hart.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can book anything as long as you book it right. It could be done.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? There is no way on God's green earth the Rock and Sock connection should have worked. No fucking way that should have worked. But they booked it right. They got two guys, complete opposite of each other, and it worked. Why? Because they booked it right, and both guys understood the assignment.
Yeah.
They got it. They were like, yo, listen, this is me, this is you. We can flow off each other. You can do it. The problem is that, I've always said it, ego, pride, or greed, son, it will do it to everybody. Oh, you can't go over, I need to be over. But why can't we both be over?
Yeah.
Company needs more than one guy at the top of it. It could be many of us. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the only one on top, but man, sometimes you'll get tired. Cool. Tag me in. Give me the ball. I'll run. Saying this is how team works.
Yo, let me tell you something. For anyone who doesn't know, everyone will go back to the Attitude Era, and I would argue that the 80s was the best time in wrestling, because, you know, the Attitude Era, there was a lot of gaps where the matches didn't make sense, the gimmicks didn't make sense, and there was WCW to switch from. So, you know, it's like if WWE wasn't doing it for you this week, we got WCW, so it didn't matter. Wrestling was wrestling, but the 80s,
I do that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like this match.
Yeah. But the 80s, watch a WrestleMania or any pay-per-view from the 80s, every match had a storyline, and every match almost had a star in it. Like, Jake the Snake Roberts was never a champion in the WWE, but he was one of the biggest attractions in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mr. Perfect was the Intercontinental Champion, but he was just as over as Bret Hart. And Bret Hart was just as over as Hogan and Macho Man. Like, every match they put on had stars in them. There was no bullshit. Unless you had a jobber, there was no bullshit match
But
they
the
gave.
fun thing is, even the jobbers at one point became stars. Barry Horowitz literally had a push. The man's whole thing was patting himself in the back and that he was Jewish.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing. That was his gimmick. The broken brawler, for the love of God.
Yeah.
The dude literally lost all the time, but somehow he was always part of the Heenan family. And Heenan only had winners. Oh, except for Hakeem the Dream.
Yeah.
That guy, you know. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I mean, there's no way that should be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Yeah. All right. Got something for Gigi? Booking? Pushing?
You muted though.
No, there we go. No, I almost passed out. My kid almost made me pass out with her, man. I was like, "Yo, go to sleep." I can't sleep without you. That's a lie. That's a lie. Can't you just sleep and not just like no? I'm doing. You know we do the podcast every Thursday. Why is this all of a sudden new to you? 5 to 10 minutes, she was out like a light. I was like, yeah, this little girl, man. I'm gonna hurt her one of these days.
Jim Howard from the Heights? Okay, my fault. I didn't know that.
Before we get into the AEW Revolution breakdown, the matches and predictions, Terrence said earlier that Booker T on his podcast mentioned that him and Stevie Ray wrestled the Nasty Boys and that the Nasty Boys should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
I don't.
I agree that the Nasty Boys should be in the Hall of Fame. They had they were the Nasty Boys. They were one of the best heel tag teams back in the day. And they worked, I enjoy watching their promos.
What up, Matt?
I enjoy that what's up? Hey!
My man must have saw this shit.
The chancleta shirt. That's it.
Word. But no, yeah. It's true, though, because they were in WCW, they were in WWE, they were NWA. Everywhere they went, they were the Nasty Boys, and they fit in. They did their job. The
Nasty Boys, to me, is literally what fucking Dudley Boys. They were the 80s Dudley Boys. In some sort of way. In some sort of way for the 80s, just bigger guys, rounder guys. Not bigger guys as for a muscular or buff or anything, but just overall some big boys. All right. Cutting promos, fighting with the best tag teams that they were out there. They did fight LOD. And all these great other you have Harlem Heat. You just got to think about all the tag teams that was out there. They were actually just a legit tag team. They weren't just people that was just kind of put together.
Yeah.
It's for me, the Nasty Boys will always stand out as an old school tag team. And that's what I always kind of liked about them.
Yeah.
What
up, Hazel?
Yo, I you know what it is, man? I just never got into them. It was weird for me, man. I don't know what it was about them. I was just like never on some. I'm like, oh, I honestly thought for the longest they were just like really enhanced jobbers. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just like, oh, it's these guys again. They never really have the titles.
I mean, you got Jimmy Hart with you. There's no way you're a jobber, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Hart legitimize anybody.
It was literally just them, just the parents and everything. I'm like, I'm not buying you guys. I'm buying the Demolition. I'm buying everybody else. Which is like, nah, no, you got. I will be buying the Rougeos. Okay.
Not for nothing though. You got to give the Nasty Boys credit because they made the Ultimate Warrior look pretty good when he teamed with Macho Man.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. It's very difficult for certain people, especially in like a tag team format. Like they held their own, they controlled that match.
But see, this is what I was saying about the same thing I was saying about Edge. When you surround somebody with good people, they can make them look amazing. You know what I mean? When you do that, like I'm pretty sure Matt has wrestled. Because Matt's tag, he's wrestled somebody. Him and his partners wrestled somebody. Like maybe in that the other two of the guys wrestling go, he's not that good, so we gotta hide. Yeah. What he's not good at. You know what I mean? So we know the assignment. We gotta hide what that cat's not good at. Us three gotta work to make that guy look good. He may have a look, good on the mic, but not necessarily putting the time in the ring. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. That was a warrior. That was Edge. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, we have to hide everything he sucks at by us being better at that. There you go. Yeah, see? Anthony gets it. Like, you guys literally went to the trailer park and said, you two guys, you're big guys. I'll give you $100 each if you come down and get your ass kicked.
Oh, yeah. But, yo, you know, not for nothing. Like, I don't have much exposure to the Briscoe brothers for wrestlers, but I do see what they like their promos and the shit they put on Twitter and all that stuff, and I kind of get a Nasty Boy-ish vibe from them because the Nasty Boys were you know, what was it, Public Enemy? They were the original Public Enemy, and they were the guys that went out and they were nasty. They were like, you know, we're the outsiders, we're the ones that on edge and all that other shit. Like the Road Warriors just, the Road Warriors are basically, we're here to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to get fucked up, by all means, we're gonna be in the ring. The Nasty Boys were on some, you know what? We'll take that fucking beating. You know, fuck it. I came here looking to get fucked up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? With like, I can see the Briscoes are around here, like they're challenging everyone. I see that, you know, they're and 2.0, they're just acting like the Nasty Boys. The way they speak, I just get. I just get it.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. You being from Delaware, there's nothing acting about being from Delaware, son. There's no acting from there. Delaware's Delaware, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's bad.
Oh, next Saturday, Matt Austin's gonna be in HOG. Okay.
House of Glory.
Oh, he's talking about the Briscoes as well. Possibly.
Oh, they're gonna be at. Oh, well, you know what? Shit.
So there you go. Saturday, the Briscoe brothers are going to be at House of Glory. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out, y'all.
Word. Matt stealing toe tag swag. Nah, brother, we all from the Bronx. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Except for Punisher Martinez, apparently.
Oh shit.
Word. All right, yo, let's get into this card before a show comes and fucks us up. The show's been coming in and out, Gigi. For some reason, like he got the one phone that doesn't have any connection.
Nice.
And how is it any different from the other days? What's the pay-per-view coming out?
Revolution. I have the matches.
Revolution.
Yeah. So they have the face of the Revolution ladder match, and apparently there's still one spot open
from the Bronx.
Killer Cross get the fuck out of here.
Look at that. Thank you, man. I didn't know that.
That's why they got rid of him? He's Puerto Rican.
Wow.
He's Puerto Rican from the Bronx and can wrestle? They're like, nah. Damn. We don't want no criminals up in this motherfucker?
No, they can only afford one Puerto Rican at a time, and right now that's Damian Priest.
Yes.
That's sadly true, because they're going to keep the colognes. The shining stars.
Well, the thing is, it's like, yo, it's either you're on the verge of coma, baby, do that conga, no, you can't control it, or you're selling vacation packages.
I like it. He goes, Killer Cross is from the Bronx, too.
Right now we're selling this. I'm going to go up to random bitches and give them flowers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Scarlett is dope.
Yo, you seen those pictures up on Instagram? Like, I know she got her OnlyFans, but I'm too cheap for that shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No, I feel you.
I mean, those pictures that you see on Instagram, more or less, is probably what she also probably shows on OnlyFans, because she's definitely said on Renee's podcast that she doesn't do anything that's like, you know, she's not fucking, she's not showing any type of nudity. It's just her. Basically, what you see on Instagram is almost more or less what you're going to see on her OnlyFans. And same thing on Twitter. You're already seeing it.
Yeah, you're not getting any more raunchier than that. But
right, pretty much.
The corner phrase from Jada King Lola, I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. You know what I'm saying? But But yeah, Hazel wants to join us for the predictions. You should still have the link, but I'll send it to you.
Don't worry, I'm done bashing Edge for the night.
We got more Edge to come.
Oh shit!
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We got.
No, but before we get into this fucking pay-per-view, holy shit! CM Punk and that nut.
Yeah.
Bruh. Lay. Why do you have a Band-Aid? That should be CM Punk's Band-Aid right now. What's wrong with you?
First of all,
the way the man was gushing out.
MJF caught him right in the middle too.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But he has like a fucking ching chong on his head.
I'm over here I'm over here feeling Punk's wounds right now.
I see.
Word. Yo, is it me or did Punk look like an old man when he was sitting on the edge of the ring? Like,
yeah, he did. He looked like he was ready to go home. You know when you take an old dude to the party, not a club, just a party, a bar, and he's like, yo, I'm touring, bro. You just sitting there on tour. Take you home, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
Like the guy that's always reaching out for a pole or some shit in the middle of the street.
Like going to the bathroom was a mistake.
Words.
I shouldn't have gone. I almost.
Okay, so the hilarity that happened to me earlier was so I just finished doing the Impact episode. I just finished debuting. It was fun, but I continued watching the whole stream, knowing that New Japan was debuting also. So it was like their 50th anniversary and all that other shit. So while I'm in the middle of watching Evil versus Ishii for the Never Openweight title, my stream switches to fucking hockey. And then my stream was just done. I was just done right there.
They played you.
Was the hockey game
They played the shit out of you.
I don't know. It was from the land of Canada, so I wouldn't know. There's so many teams. I think it's like Canada. There's so many teams there, bro.
Oh, man.
But no,
what is that?
You guys would be
that's on Access, right? TNA's on Access.
Yeah, they Impact's on Access, and they debuted New Japan on Access also. So officially, this was their debut and shit.
It's a good thing it went so well.
Yeah, so I did an Impact +1 live stream.
Nice.
Okay. So when is Legends? Because Matt's over here talking about he wants to meet for Legends on Sunday. I don't know.
Legends is on Saturday, isn't it? Oh no, I'm thinking about big event. I'm sorry. I'm getting my shit mixed up in my head.
Right across the street from the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it's a bar. Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I know exactly what Matt's talking about. I just fucking drew. Sorry.
I thought that was like a wrestling event.
No, Legends is a bar that
Don Cheadle owns, right?
No, Jobberteers, they don't own it. They just rent out downstairs and everything like that, and they have literally a wrestling viewing party. And all you have to do is just order wings and beer and drinks and shit like that, and you know that's it. But it's a dope experience. I went there. It was pretty cool. But I'm a pothead. So when you're watching AEW, it's very difficult to pick out which match you want to go outside and smoke a blunt real quick. All right? Because with WWE, I mean, you can pick any match and you'll be good, you know? I mean, it's not like you'll really miss a match because it's just going to be another promo on top of another promo on top of, hey, we're going to, you know, get you in here. But then we're going to, yeah. But, you know, I'm talking about a pay-per-view or a premium event, right? That's what they call a premium live event now?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Pay-per-view. It's easier to go ahead and do it with a WWE event. For those potheads, yeah, I'm here for y'all. I'm here to let you know it's very difficult to do it with an AEW event. If you need a smoke while watching AEW, I don't blame you. Stay home. If you want to smoke, do it for a WWE event. You'll be good.
Or if you're a real wrestling fan, you take your phone out, you find a stream, you watch the stream on your phone, and you go smoke outside while watching wrestling. So you have
no, it's true. Yeah, but there's a difference. When you're going to Legends, you feel like you're actually part of a crowd because you have those other wrestling fans that's gonna go through the same fucking emotions as you. So that's why Matt's been saying, "Yo, go to Legends," because Legends is a dope fucking spot.
Okay, that's my man Don Cheadle, right? He's the one that you went with. Like Don Cheadle invited you last time you went. You know who Don Cheadle is, Gigi?
I'm lost,
All
bro.
right, so in the Avengers, the black guy who's in the Iron Man suit.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Don Cheadle.
Got you. That's funny. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, I remember I saw the picture with you. I was like, "How you know Don Cheadle?" Like my man look exactly like Don Cheadle, son.
He's cool though. Sir Wilkins, you're a good dude.
Nah, he's
a good dude.
Shout out to Sir Wilkins from the Job His podcast.
But yeah, all right. I'm dead ass like, what the fuck is Legends? Are you gonna be wrestling at Legends, man? Like,
no,
what's happening? At first, I was like, brunch. Is Legends brunch? Is that how wrestling fans call brunch? And then I was like, hold on, wait, that's gotta be an event.
Did you just say brunch?
I'm just gonna,
I'm so fucked up right now.
It's okay. Here's my mimosa.
Listen, first of all, this is how I'm gonna refer to brunch from now on. Yo, yeah, in about 5 minutes, I gotta go to a Legends. Wait, give me brunch. No, give me brunch. Legends.
That's right.
Legends.
That's
right. Dirty Hills is gonna be at Legends.
Nice.
Word.
Shit. I'll let you know.
We're
moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's move forward from this,
y'all.
Yeah. What happened?
What?
All right, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
I thought we were going to be predicting matches.
Oh, nice. We are.
Oh, we are.
It's
sorry.
crazy. The minute I said brunch, we got 10 viewers. We're gonna have to do a mock bomb.
Yo,
we're gonna do a mock bomb real quick for everybody.
Everybody got super hyped. They're like, "What?
Brunch? I'm in here."
Everybody's ready for the mimosas.
For this one.
All day. Let's go.
So I went to a viewing before I came home. One of my coworkers passed away. And me and Krills, we go to this bar because we got there early. He was like, "Yo, let's get a drink just to stay out of the cold or whatever." So we get a Henny Colada, which they had a Jameson Colada. I showed you the picture, Gigi.
Yeah.
So they had like the Colada machine, like the frosty machine, and they just and then he put the shot on top of the Colada, basically. So I took the shot of the Henny first, and then I drank the Colada. I was like, "This is how you're supposed to do it," because the burn got cooled down instantly, so there was no chest burn from the Henny. I was like, all right, beautiful. I don't drink, but I was like, I feel like this. I'm a professional now. Like I just found the professional way of doing it. The chaser is in the glass with the Henny.
Well, first of all, I want you to realize something. You disrespect yourself by having Hennessy. You disrespect yourself. I mean, you're from the Bronx, and it's in your DNA. It's in your blood. Well, but you disrespected yourself. Get some quality shit next time, brother.
Well, the thing with me is I wanted a pina colada, but they didn't have it. They had a Henny colada.
You should have had the Jameson one.
I thought about it. But I was like, baby steps. I had Henny before.
I'm looking down at you a little bit right now, but it's
hey,
cool.
Man, you know what? But you know what's crazy though? At least 4 different times I went to a Christmas party or to hang out with people. And people had to cut me off from drinks I didn't have. Like, they accused me of being a drunk. I walked someone to the train station, and she dead ass looked at me and was like, "Yo, I don't mean to be in your business, but are you an alcoholic?" I said, "What?"
Wow.
I was like, I don't drink.
Bitch couldn't say, "Yo, are you drunk? Are you good?" No, she has to fucking say a whole alcoholic. Because you got a problem. You need to call the 1-800 number or some shit like that.
She was
directly said that to you.
Because she was like, "Yo, you had about 5 or 6 beers, like 6 or 7 shots, and you're perfectly fucking fine. Are you an alcoholic?" And I said, "I don't drink. I don't know if you know this, but I'm kind of heavy and muscular. Like, alcohol hits me different than a skinny motherfucker. Like I'm not one of these lightweights. I don't drink. but I'm not alcoholic. Like, I've been accused of being alcoholic like 3 times. So that's why I keep my pina coladas. It's like, all right, you don't even need to put alcohol in it. I just want, I want the ice.
I laugh at people like, yo, you. No. I'm a drunk. The other one, those guys go to meetings.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You're better about your life now?
I'm not anonymous.
You go to your meetings.
No. My meetings are with my friends at the bar with the bartender.
And
that's where I host my meetings. Yeah, absolutely. Like, hey, how you doing? Hey. So, folks, shall we start with tequila?
I mean, I'm more of a whiskey
Which
guy.
one do we have?
I don't like Hennessy. I don't like Hennessy at all. It's not really my drink. I drink a lot of Jack Daniels, though.
I've been a rum and coke.
Good old Jack.
I was a Brugal guy.
Jack is good. Honey Jack is good.
I used
Honey
to like
Jack
rum,
is
but
good
then
too.
it was just like, you add too many flavors to it. It just kills me.
Yo, the Brugal from DR is way smoother than the shit from America.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Give me a bottle, give me a table, give me 3 other niggas. We be playing dominoes right now, bro. Yes. And I don't be that Dominican. Trust me.
Agreed, man. Flush that hand down
like
the toilet, my man.
Yo,
I see you, man. And James, I see you, bro.
It's the only fucking drink. It's the only drink I fucking recognize. All right.
It's okay. It's okay.
Next time I'm gonna text later.
You get
I'm gonna show you the menu.
Get some class in you. Get a little maker's mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you the menu, and I'm gonna be like, yo, Lay, which one?
Gotcha. That's what I do. I drink and know things. This is what I do.
I'm just a beer guy. That's really what it is. I just drink a lot of beer. That's it.
There you go.
Oh no, I can't do beer.
Like, I'm gonna drink a whole lot of beer this Sunday. I just know that since I'm gonna be doing Revolution live.
Yeah, it's Guinness and Makers official status.
PBR.
So no Corona, Heineken, Budweiser.
Absolutely not.
I
am one of the worst Dominicans.
Give me Modelo.
Give me Modelo.
If I have to drink a beer, I'd rather drink either Stella or Modelo.
I do like Japanese beer though. I like Sapporo. I do love Asahi. Asahi beer is like my favorite fucking beer.
You know what beer?
I can't find that here.
You know what beer is repulsive to me? Dos Equis.
Dos Equis?
Yeah, I tried that shit once, and I was like, "This." I don't know, but it's piss. It's straight up like no. It's straight up donkey piss because I didn't drink beer, bro. I don't know what the fuck it was cold and still warm. I don't know how I had an ice cold warm piss.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's Dos Equis or Dos Equis.
I've had that with food, like with Mexican food, and it's good.
Honestly,
because they actually have some beer that's legitimately just to have food with.
Ah, okay.
Honestly, I haven't drank Corona since this virus broke out in America.
That's racist. That's racist.
You know what's funny? I jokingly made that joke. Somebody goes, you know the people that's not drinking Corona? And then I read up on it, and I was like, yo, what's really happening? These Karens out here ain't having none of these Coronas.
The word.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it is from DR? I thought it was like a Modelo. I thought it was like a thing of Corona, like
Modelo's from Mexico, not from DR.
Oh, no, he said PR.
No,
PR. That's what I'm saying. PR. Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, so you're gonna go first with the predictions, or we're gonna let the guest go first because he literally just showed up.
Yeah, we could do that. Yo, so let's talk about the Face of the Revolution ladder match because that's like the first one on the list. So right now the competitors are, one of them is to be determined. Orange Cassidy, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs, Keith Lee, and Wardlow.
Okay, so normally when I do predictions, when we do multi-match, we usually pick at least like 2 out of 3 winners, just so we can feel lucky, at least. We still get the point for whoever wins. So I know there's a match taking place Friday with Christian Cage and I forgot who else is competing.
Ethan Page.
Oh, okay,
no, it's Ethan Page.
Mr. Karate. Yeah, I forgot. It's most likely Christian Cage is going to be qualifying for that match because he has a lot of experience with ladder matches. If there's 2 winners that I'm going to go with here, the obvious is going to be Keith Lee, number 1, because he is probably the hottest thing in wrestling right now. He can make money with AEW. I still don't understand why WWE dropped the ball with this man. How
That's
can you
black.
drop the ball with this?
I'm
It's
sorry,
black.
Hazel. Have you not seen the W in the past 3.5 years?
I have, and I still.
And then that should answer your question.
No,
especially him being an NXT call-up.
It's like it's one of those mysteries that you can't solve. Like, how does Kanye West keep fucking winning awards? You know.
I can tell you why Kanye doesn't win awards. He's absolutely bad.
Number one is Keith Lee, and number two has to be Orange Cassidy. It has to be his time to go after the TNT Championship. And honestly, with everyone else in there, Ricky Starks already has a vote, and I think it's good for him to be on the pay-per-view. I love Ricky Starks. That man is basically Rock Jr. All that showmanship, all that charisma. He's just oozing with it. They just need to get him away from Team Taz because it's putting him it's putting him behind right now. Everyone else that's in this match, have fun and do some crazy shit because I'm kind of disappointed that we're not going to get the TNT Championship here because the TBS Championship needs to be in the card. Well, I'm not trying to be like on some bigotry or I'm picking sides. I just wish that the TNT Championship could have been defended against Darby Allin, but beggars can't be choosers. So yeah,
well, it's going to be on Rampage. The TNT Championship is going to be defended on Rampage in a three-way.
In a triple threat, but I would have liked it to be on the pay-per-view because it would have had more star value, and it probably would have gotten a lot of asses in the seats.
Is that something that's up with Andrade? Because no, he's in the show also. My bad.
He's in the card because he's in the 6-man tag in the buy-in, as is Sammy Guevara. I mean, Sammy Guevara.
And Darby,
So the two obvious choices will be Orange Cassidy and Keith Lee.
Okay.
Hobbs could do crazy shit with the ladder. Maybe this might be the time that Brian Cage makes his return and goes after Team Taz.
He did sign with them again, right?
Yeah, he re-signed.
Okay, I can see that. It's gonna be fire for Rampage. Yeah, it's definitely gonna put viewers on the TV for Rampage. That triple threat match. All right, Gigi, who you got for the Face of the Revolution ladder match?
So I actually see Ethan Page winning over Christian, just because he's just a fresher face, and I would rather see Ethan Page than Christian in a ladder match. As for my winners of if I have to pick two, Keith Lee, because I just want to see him win. And just be phenomenal. I mean, I feel like we're going to get this match. We're going to see a Keith Lee that we've been missing since his NXT days, really. But if I had to choose for a second winner, I am going to actually have to go with Wardlow. My man has been getting that fan love, and I think it's about time that we fully, he doesn't have a contract with AEW, but he has a contract with MJF. It's gonna end up happening where MJF is gonna say, I'm done with you. You're fired. And then he's gonna powerbomb MJF, and then Tony Khan's just gonna come out there, shake his hand. He's like, "You're all elite," and put the end to MJF in some sort of way. But for me, I'm gonna go with Wardlow.
Why do I have the feeling that if Wardlow does win the Sonic Ring that takes you to that hitting level where you have to get the fucking Chaos Emerald, why do I have the feeling that he's going to give that shit to him? To MJF. Just so, what? I think, what's the next fear? Oh, yeah, Double or Nothing. They're going to do this thing where it's like, and I'm just thinking hypothetically here, they're going to do this thing where he finally cashes in his ring or defends it against Sammy Guevara and his TNT title. So I'm hoping so because it's been bothering me because why do we have this fucking ring and we don't use it? We just have a man holding on to this big fucking ring on his pinky finger that could possibly break at this point and not defend it. Like, Cody much? Are you really doing what Ring of Honor is doing? And yeah, by the way, Tony Khan's doing Vince McMahon stuff. He's just buying out everyone too, huh?
Hey, bro, you wanted to see Ring of Honor come back? So it's coming back?
I mean, look, I knew it was coming back at Super Card of Honor, but Jesus Christ, I didn't think, Tony Khan would stroke his ego that much and just think Vince McMahon and like, you know what? Vince.
Would you rather Tony Khan or Vince McMahon to have it?
I'd rather.
At the end of it all, would you prefer Tony Khan to own ROH, or would you prefer Vince McMahon? Granted, you may not want to prefer any of them. I get that. But if you had to pick and choose, who would you rather have ROH in the hands of?
I would say Tony Khan, honestly. But the way he presented it,
like a cokehead? It's okay.
Like a Vince move. Like a cokehead? You're like a cokehead too. Don't get me wrong. I've been like him before. Trust me. I'm about to be fucking 3 years clean from that shit. He just pulled the Vince fucking move. So trust.
Congratulations on that, bro.
Trust. My man's cold turkey is not easy. Fuck we have.
I agree.
Hey, man.
All right, go ahead. You guys say your predictions. Yeah. I know I was rambling on there.
No. It's all good. It's all good. But go ahead, Lay. Who you got for this match?
I want to see Wardlow really bad for him to get that heel, but I can't go against my man Limitless. I can't do it. I can't do it. He's was a shit show in WWE, and he deserves it. He deserves a big win in a pay-per-view. Absolutely does.
Yeah.
A major pay-per-view, big win for him, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just don't give him the title shot right away. Let him marinate a little bit. Maybe a TV championship. Sometime next year he can win the title, the first African American champion.
Yeah.
Sounds great. When it's the first African champion ever for AEW was Keith Lee. Rolls right off the tongue. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. And if I had to pick another winner, that's where I would pick Wardlow. I would GG all the way. She said it, and I was like, it's exactly my mind frame. Because he's not having matches right now. He's literally displaying every way to do a power bomb.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing, is displaying different ways to do a power bomb.
No, yeah, pretty much. Yo, and the dude, last night when he power bombed that big dude, I was like, yo, my man legit got some power.
I don't know. But Wardlow that's just not, that's some people would say pretty muscle.
Yeah, popcorn muscle.
Power,
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
And that slap, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. We may be working right now, but you slap me like that again, I'll kill you. I will strangle you on live TV. That's like the Randy Orton spitting.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah.
Spit on me, I'm gonna murder you in front of everybody.
Word. Yo, try hard rebooting your phone, bro. Whenever your phone messes up like that, reboot it.
Yeah, I'm about to catch a Cain Velasquez on you real quick.
Yo, for real.
Yo, wow.
Yeah.
Yo,
about that.
Wow.
I want to talk about it.
We went there.
Yeah.
Free Cain. Cain is right. Free Cain.
Yeah, you failed.
I usually don't say that about people, but Cain did the right thing.
Yeah, you failed his. Who was that? His niece?
Yeah, I think it was his niece, something like that.
Yeah, you failed his relative, man.
Absolutely.
She's almost barely 14 years old, and fuck that, bro. That should be legal what he did. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Anyway, my prediction for this match, I'm only gonna pick one winner because I honestly see Ricky Starks winning this, just for the simple fact that Keith Lee is a major person, and already Ricky Starks is butting heads with him. Ricky Starks needs to be more predominant AEW figure for Keith Lee, to grow, for them to grow each other. So Ricky Starks wins this, and then he can start a feud with Keith Lee, because I see Austin Spears screwing Wardlow out of this match, and Keith Lee going to win it, and Ricky Starks taking it from him, like at the end. Like that would be my little vision of how this match would go. And then Wardlow,
Austin Spears. What the hell? I thought you said Austin Spears for a minute.
I fucked that up. Randy's what?
Yeah. Sean Spears, you meant.
Sean Spears. There you go. All right. I probably said Austin Spears, but I'm in my. Today was a hell of a day, bro.
Definitely just signed Austin Spears.
Yeah. So fuck it. We just signed Austin Spears to Diamond Wrestling.
That's our chairman.
Spears screwing Wardlow. I actually see Wardlow fucking up MJF. And it'd be like an angle where CM Punk got Wardlow a contract with AEW, so he doesn't have to depend on MJF, because MJF made it clear on Dynamite last night that he's not a wrestler. He works for MJF. So, I see that angle. So I think Ricky Starks will win this ladder match because, one, it would give him the boost that he needs. and also it would give Team Taz the legitimacy that they were looking for. Because he's the only one in that faction right now that has any chance of being legitimate. Because Hook is still, he's a gimmick right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's my, as sick as this may sound, that's my WWE version of booking this match.
You're right. That is sick.
No, you know what I'm saying? Because at one point, the WWE had someone thinking ahead of time. You feel Jay Lethal should be in it? Jay Lethal should be in AEW. He should. I don't know how my man only had 2 matches on AEW Dynamite, or you know what I'm saying, or Rampage. I don't know how he's not shown more. Just that's my opinion, but I agree with you 100%.
I think that just right now with him is trying to figure out a good story to put him in, because right now everything is kind of just being taken up to this pay-per-view that's coming up. Moxley and Bryan Danielson.
Survive if I let you.
Oh man, word. Oh man.
Survive if I let you. Yeah, beat me.
Just say the word.
Survive if I let you.
Just another victim.
Wait,
the hardest shit I've ever heard.
And just one more. I'm your puppy. Remember that.
And he's still saying it to today. Are you sure Eddie's not your dad?
No word.
Oh
man.
Word.
Send Hook.
Word.
Shit.
I should have a T-shirt that says "Send toe tags."
Oh my
shit.
God.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Off the rails. That's what we do, though.
Off the rails.
And for everybody that's listening on Spotify, I did the Taz post from ECW. All right, so go fuck yourself. Be on the YouTube and then listen to it all over again on Spotify. That's our thing.
And then goes our 2 Spotify subscribers.
You ain't bullshitting. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them. So you know what? It's about time I told one of y'all to go fuck yourselves. You ain't here live. I say it to everybody. But all right. Next match. It's the trios match. Sting, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, or like Hazel likes to say, Sammy Guevara. Versus Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy. Which that seems like a very fucked up trio. How do you pull one guy out of a tag team to be a part of your randomness?
Because this is where we're going to separate Matt Hardy from this faction.
So you
or he can be.
No, we're still not done with that contract yet, unless they bought his days out. But I think they're being really fucking petty about shit, so we won't see Jeff there, not just yet. But that would be basically where we separate Matt Hardy from them, and then Matt Hardy goes right back into being with his brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I definitely see Allin, Guevara, and Sting winning this. Like, I feel like it's a no-brainer at this point. But at the same time, I'm not mad for this match because I know that each of them are going to deliver. And, I mean, it's just going to be so amazing to see. Andrade, him and Guevara can go at it, and I'll just watch forever on some real ass shit. Cassidy and Darby would be really cool to see too. Matt Hardy and Sting. I mean, we can do Matt Hardy and Darby Allin. Andrade and Sting. I'm okay with that. I would be really good with that. That would be a good singles match too. Just thinking about it.
Be like Jeff versus Matt.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting.
Okay, that's pretty my pick also. But I kind of foresee, like, a little bit of back and forth between Darby and Sammy Guevara.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know, like they're just coming off of the triple threat match, and if one of them's still the TNT champion, you know, I can see them, you know, fucking each other up. I had to finish that one there because I heard it after I said it, and I said, "No, wait, time out. Let's take it back just a little bit. I know we saw 2-1 Fu yesterday, but fucking each other up."
Very true. And funny, but none of that happened in that one. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, Show, if you was on, you would have been able to say that. Because he's like, I'm taking his shit. So, come on, and I won't have to take your shit, motherfucker. Okay, like, my bad.
All right. My point is this. When the fuck are they going to get rid of the other TNT title?
Shit, I wouldn't. If I was Sammy Guevara, I got both these motherfuckers, the fake one and the real one.
I mean,
I'm surprised Razor Ramon ain't do that shit back after WrestleMania 10.
It just looks stupid now. I mean, one belt is better than the other. I don't know. No, I don't know how long they're gonna keep doing this charade for with having two belts. I hope it doesn't. I hope they just pull the plug on it soon so they can just go back to having one belt. The match, though.
I don't think they're gonna stop the two belt shit until somebody beats Sammy for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, someone has to beat him for it, or you just relinquish the other belt.
Well, I don't think both belts are the TNT Championship. I think he's just rocking the fake one that Cody had. You know, like mocking him.
I guess.
In other words, I'm winning a title that I never lost. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm winning a title that I never lost.
Not only am I the TNT champion, but now I beat you for a title that you could proclaim.
I completely I like the fact that he's always on some, and when he does this, that's where I get the Razor Ramon thing every time from the ladder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate the little throwback there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping this match is it's gonna be pretty good. I mean, it is kind of weird that Isaiah Cassidy's in this match and not his partner. Like, for that, you should have just taken Matt Hardy out of the picture, or just take Andrade out of the picture at least. Have him at spectate what he's working with the Hardy family office and shit. It's weird that they put him in this angle, and I'm like, why is he a part of this? Like, he's better off where he should have been, by himself, instead of teaming up with everyone else. Like, what the fuck? And then, why are they making this man speak? His English is not that good. Why are we letting him speak? I mean, shouldn't we be having... What's that asshole's name that holds the stupid tablet? What is it, Jose? Shouldn't he be the one speaking for this man? Why is Andrade speaking?
I mean, with all due respect, I can understand the man.
I mean, we can all understand him, but it's just like...
And on top of that, I feel like when he speaks, he comes off like, yo, listen, I'm the man, bro. I'm the one running shit here, son. The way he talks and the way he looks, I'm with him. You know what I mean? If I didn't understand him, cool. If it wasn't like super crazy, don't let him talk. Just let him wrestle.
Oh yeah.
But
I understood super crazy.
He's very articulate, bro. So I don't know, man. I could be wrong. If somebody thinks I'm wrong, I'm like, it makes sense. You don't have a star like that and not let him talk. That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's true. Because then he won't be able to cut like a great promo. Like, not for nothing. Let's kind of switch stories and think about Asuka. Asuka's great in the ring, but she can't cut a promo for shit because her English is not very good looking. And I'm not just going based because it's Japanese is English, but even Alberto Del Rio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to go with that too. I enjoy it. I enjoy the fuck out of it. I enjoy when he has the video promos in the back, having an interview with Tony Schiavone or Jim Ross, and they actually add the fucking subtitles to it. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I've never seen some wild shit like that. Like, whatever. But then when he speaks her in perfect English, they don't even put the subtitles on there, which is funny as shit. Him coming out and talking to the fans, it's not like he talks so much. He's not rambling.
Yeah.
what he's saying is coherent and strategic in a way. And then he just, like you said, he comes off as a cocky asshole.
With Matt Sydal, when he goes, Matt who? When he said Matt who, I was dying because he was like, yo, you're gonna face Matt Sydal. Matt who?
Matt something.
I have Matt something. Who is that?
All right, so let me.
He's not on my level, son. Get him away from me. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That arrogance is perfect. He goes, Matt who?
And also, he has to get better at English. Like, there's plenty of people that can't talk for shit, but if you gave them enough time, they'll get better throughout the, you know. But like, I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so let me finish this prediction. It's most likely going to be Darby, Sting, and Sammy Guevara because it's the obvious choice. It's literally the obvious choice. They're not going to give it to Hardy, and the only person that's going to get pinned here is Isaiah Cassidy. He's literally going to be the fall guy. He's going to be taking most of the bumps in this fucking match. All right, he's going to have to be selling for the opposite team. Meanwhile, Matt Hardy might pull a Jeff Hardy and shit and just fucking leave from the barricade, and Andrade is just like, no, you take it. You got this. You got this. You go. And, yeah, most likely Sammy's going to pin Isaiah, but it's just going to be on some shit. Sting is going to be Sting, you know, just doing what he usually does before they tell him to do one big spot for the pop. And we're going to see some cool shit with Matt Hardy and Darby Allin. And, yeah, there might be some butting heads between Sammy and fucking Darby in the long haul. So, yeah. Father, son, and, you know, their best friend. So win.
Would any of you guys change your predictions if Andrade wins the TNT Championship on Friday?
No.
Gigi?
What? No.
If Andrade won the title on Friday, would you change your prediction and say that Matt Hardy and Andrade were going to win this match?
No. Absolutely no. At the end of the day, we're separating Matt Hardy from them. We're still separating him.
Okay. I mean, that's the clean way to do it. I get it.
That's the clean way to do it, and then you end up having the Hardys having a feud with, it's going to be, you know, Andrade's house office. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is going to be. Oh. No, my vote stays the same.
Okay. I dig it. All right. Now we got to get to the meat and potatoes. This is a big one because I haven't decided, but Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Who do y'all think is going to go over on that one?
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had a fucking quarter. I would have decided this. Because this is one of those matches where I gotta think really long and really hard. Pause. I gotta think about this because this is one of those matches where it's like, okay, this is gonna be good, but I don't know if I made the right decision here. Honestly, now, when I look at the angle and what's going on between Kingston and Jericho with Santana and Ortiz. In the middle of it, you know, it's like, it's obvious we know where Santana and Ortiz are going to go. The inner circle is literally going to be done with. I mean, come on. When's the last time we ever saw Jake Hager in the inner circle since he competed, 2 weeks ago? Last week? I haven't seen him since until, attendance is mandatory. And then he just showed up. So, yeah, it's obvious that this group was going to break up and then Sammy quitting again. Yeah, that's just literally indicates, yeah, you guys are done. There's more factions coming in. We got the Kings of the Black Throne. We got fucking Best Friends. We got Paragon coming up because we still need Kenny Omega to fucking come back.
We got Top Flight back.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
That was fucking exciting. Yes.
So,
yes.
You know, with the tag team division looking hot right now, it's now time for decisions to be made. And with the inner circle breaking up, I think it's the obvious choice that with the downfall of the inner circle and how it's heading, Chris Jericho is going to take this loss. Why? Because niggas from the Bronx and Brooklyn are going to show up, interfere, beat up Jericho while the ref is down, and then Eddie wins. So I think that's going to be the obvious choice, which starts the official New York Trio faction that I think AEW's wanted to do for a while. And I kind of want to see it. So, yeah. This is a Hail Mary that I'm throwing here. So, yeah, Eddie Kingston needs a win. He hasn't gotten a lot of pay-per-view wins, so I think this is probably going to be his big one. Against Jericho, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe Jericho's gonna put him over. I'm here for Eddie. Like on some real ass shit. Eddie Kingston hasn't won a big pay-per-view for a while. He's won matches, but at pay-per-views, solo, nah.
I don't think he's won any, right?
No, he hasn't won any.
So this is going to be the big break for him. All right, because if not, then what else are we going to do with Eddie Kingston? You know, he's hot. The crowd loves Eddie. He's hot. You might not like him at first, but you end up liking him.
Yeah.
You know?
It's too real. Just not New Jack real.
He's a person that, you know, not for nothing, a lot of people can just relate to.
You know, when he did that promo with Jericho last week, and he was like, I was like, all right, I believe he hangs out with Santana Ortiz. He hangs out with Santana Ortiz. He knows their moms. He knows their grandmother or something. When he just did the, I was like, all right, it's real. He lived in New York.
It was great, and especially when you're throwing those, you're throwing those little booyahs. Hey, why don't you just go take a walk down the block? For good, you know, for like, oh yeah, maybe I should take a walk over there. And over there was like the WWE headquarters, because they were just down the block from them. You know, it was great. It was great. There was a lot of little booyahs that was getting thrown out there, and he's like, go ahead. He felt like, man, this is not sports entertainment. This is not sports entertainment. Make it loud and clear. This is a wrestling show. All right? This is why we watch this. For shit like this, and Eddie Kingston deserves the win. I'm here for Eddie. Let's do this.
Yes, let's do it.
Who you got, Lay?
I agree, yeah, Eddie. I just want to see. I want to see more of that. What I said before about Punishment Martinez. That incorporation of us, like that English and Spanish. You know how you get so frustrated that you go into the Spanish or something like, "Ay coño, te mama huevo, marico." You just get you switch that lane because you're so tight. You're like, yo, I say it in one language, it's my job. I'm like, I'm tight, and I want to see more of that. So Eddie all the way, yeah, man, yeah.
I just to play devil's advocate, I'll pick Jericho. Why? Because AEW has a tendency of building up someone in a must-win situation and having them lose. They did that with Jericho. The five I was gonna say the 5 temples of Jericho.
The five labors.
The 5 labors of Jericho. He won that and he lost to MJF. You know, like Cody. If I don't win this, I'm never gonna get an AEW title shot. He lost that. You know, they're building up a reputation of, you know, when the guy's put up in the corner and he has to win, he's gonna lose. And you know, it doesn't hurt Eddie Kingston to lose because he's already shown he can lose big matches and still be that guy. But when they have the rematch, then Eddie might go over. And that's when Santana Ortiz might turn on Jericho. But I can see them turning on him, you know, on Sunday and starting that faction. But, you know, just because I'll be that guy that says Jericho, just because, you know, to be the opposite.
Yeah,
Worst
you really are,
Puerto Rican
you really
ever.
are that guy. I scratch my head sometimes at the decisions you
Worst
make.
Puerto Rican ever.
How am I the worst Puerto Rican ever?
Turning against your people.
Look at what's behind
Eddie
your
Kingston's
wall.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is from Yonkers?
We spoke about this mad times. What are you talking about?
To me?
Puerto Rican,
You
dude.
spoke about that to me?
Yeah, nigga, I'm about to diss
I
the fuck up out of here
I
right now.
thought he
Yo,
was a white boy from Yonkers that just hung out in the hood.
my mess.
Nick, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a Puerto Rican from Yonkers, sure. Like he's from up there. He ain't really from like Bronx, Brooklyn, or anything like that.
Nah, he's originally from the BX. He just lives in Yonkers.
Pues entonces there you go. But it doesn't matter. How you not know that nigga was Puerto Rican?
I thought that motherfucker was. He speaks mad Guido, son. His accent, yo. Come on, son.
You shouldn't be speaking about your Spanish and shit like that either, motherfucker. Right?
Oh no! I'm not talking about my Spanish. Everyone knows son las dos en la biblioteca. Yeah.
The man.
Everyone knows I can't speak Spanish.
He's talking.
My man, do you not hear him speak on Dynamite? That man literally looks like, that man sounds like he wants to say the N-word, bro. Trust me. This nigga's straight hood. He's straight hood. That's why I say he's real.
I thought, no lie to you, I thought this was common knowledge.
No, I just looked it up. He's Irish and Puerto Rican, but I honestly thought he was an Italian from like Yonkers. I swear to God.
But we spoke about this on the podcast.
When? I don't remember this.
You need to look over your stuff. I do that sometimes on my show. I forget shit. And I have to look over shit before I record. I'm like, I forgot that.
Like, not for nothing. I'm going to go for my body, dude. Like, not for nothing. If he's body, I'm going to say body. I had to say body today. My fault. Yeah. But, anytime, nothing come to think of it, anytime that AEW had a pay-per-view and Eddie Kingston was in the match, I normally go for Eddie Kingston. I stick to my people.
Yo, I swear to God, bro.
Add another Hogan picture to your wall because I'm literally offended.
Yo,
listen. He will, and that's disgusting.
Yeah, listen, man. Put more of that racist shit on your fucking wall.
Yo, listen. I mean, I don't have a picture of Vince McMahon. Otherwise, I would have. But I'm just saying, I dead ass did not fucking know that.
You might have.
I don't have a Vince McMahon Funko Pop. I need to get that. I'm slacking.
Yo, know you said Cross. You said Killer Cross was Spanish. That's when I was like, really? Yeah. No, but we talked about that, and I was like, really? But I did not hear nothing about Eddie Kingston being Spanish. Maybe we spoke about him being from the Bronx, but I did not hear nothing about him being Puerto Rican.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk about this shit with my boys on Sunday. We'll have a laugh about this.
Please talk about this with your boys, because as someone from the Bronx, y'all know I don't get in people's business. So unless y'all tell me this shit, I'm not looking for this shit. I don't go on Google and say, what is the race of this person? For me,
maybe you don't.
Once Kofi stopped speaking with the accent, he stopped being Jamaican. I've
been looking up mad shit on Google. Google my friend. I'm nosy. I want to know everything.
The
only thing I know is the diameters of Bailey's booty. That's it.
So did you start liking Chavo Guerrero again after he changed back? After he went after the whole Kerwin White shit?
Gigi left.
I can't.
Because I feel like you liked Kerwin White more than fucking Chavo Guerrero.
Like who?
Kerwin White. That was his other gimmick before the passing of Eddie Guerrero. Dolph Ziggler was his caddy.
Bro, I respect the family. I'm not a fan of Chavo. That's all I'm saying.
So you was a Kerwin White fan in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Nah.
Okay, what's the next match?
So, just a little news update. I'm racist for not knowing that Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican. The guy who sounds like a fucking from an old school Bronx Italian guy. Because I don't know if you guys remember before, when we was young, Italians ran the Bronx. Just gonna throw that out there. So I got that vibe from, but I'm a racist. Beautiful. Another Hogan picture's coming up. I'm gonna take the two black guys off my wall. And I'm going to put a Hogan in. just for y'all. So anyway.
Like, really, that's the worst thing you've been called?
No, not really. No. I just want to paint a picture for y'all. We started off with a story. We're going to get in the story here. You know? And see, that's another thing. He smokes Newports. If you're going to smoke the real shit and smoke Marlboro.
No.
Marlboro is the hard shit. Trust me.
My nigga, for real, a cigarette is a cigarette to me?
No, 30 years of secondhand smoke, Marlboro's real shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like the Newport is for women.
I mean, bro, a cigarette
I
is a
digress.
cigarette to me, but I smoke Newports like completely.
What are you looking at me like that for, Gigi? I know you looking at me like that. I know you was looking at me like that. I'm old school, right?
Hey, listen. I know what they mean because I knew he was Puerto Rican, so there you go.
Apparently, I got an accent. Some of these motherfuckers. I'm old school.
Who called you a racist?
Once I heard he's from Yonkers.
Yeah.
White was the way I was going. Anyway,
Right.
Spanish people, they white people in Yonkers.
I don't care. I've been to Yonkers. I live here. I live in the Bronx. I go to Yonkers to fucking get food. All right, there you go. Here's the whole list just for me.
Oh man,
Right?
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you, my fellow body. I appreciate you, like I appreciate my fellow body, Eddie Kingston. You know, just in case inquiring minds want to know if Eddie Kingston is Puerto Rican or not.
I see you looking at me, Gigi. I see you looking at me.
Good.
I'm probably one of those guys that thought that Carlito wasn't really Puerto Rican and it was just a gimmick.
No, you can't hide that. All right, so since Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican now, since we all just found out Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican.
No, since you just found out.
No. We as a collective. We as a collective.
I don't speak French here. Fuck you, okay? We is not a thing.
No.
All right? No. All right? No, you small motherfucker up there, you figured out that Eddie Kingston is fucking
we just confirmed.
Looking up at you.
See, y'all thought we confirmed that Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican.
One second.
With that,
Gigi, how did you just turn into Joe Pesci in Casino? You motherfucker, you. You don't exist out here without fucking me. You hear me? You motherfucker up there, right? You don't exist with. I swear. When she said it, I was like, Joe Pesci in Casino.
Oh my god!
Nobody hears that? I hear it.
What is the next match right now?
Since we all confirmed that Eddie Kingston is Puerto Rican for the first time ever on live TV.
Jesus,
we confirmed it to you.
Yeah, the first time ever on live TV, we all confirmed it. We figured it out. We Christopher Columbus this shit. Like, I'm gonna keep my pick of Jericho because him being Puerto Rican doesn't change the fact that when you're in a must-win situation in AEW, you lose.
Okay, Show says that Eddie it has to. It's his time. And Matt, I would love to take your chancleta and smack the shit out of this short motherfucker up here. All right.
Read the next comment from Show.
Some fucking sense to him. He's like Vin Balor. Damn it, Show. You could have just shut the fuck up. It's his time. You could have just stopped there.
You about to get a Korea too.
Man, you could have just Vin Balor. You know what? If he's driving, I'll give him that, I guess. Maybe. You know what?
He called me that on Monday.
To him, all right. He moved.
He said that on Monday.
Moving on.
Yeah, I celebrate Three Kings Day. I fuck around. Shit. All right.
This nigga.
You're gonna see my Puerto Rican in this motherfucker right now. Bryan Danielson versus John Moxley. Who you guys got?
All right, so this is another one. Well, no, this is the one where you literally have to flip a coin. Because one of these guys could win, one of these guys could lose. But I don't want to see a fucking draw. Because
that's true.
With matches like this, John Moxley's had a draw. Bryan Danielson has had 2 draws. I don't want to see another draw take place here. And the obvious choice being, all right, let's form this group and let's get these young guys stop doing funny shit and get them to do real violence. Honestly, like, if it comes down to it, from the story and the promos that they've been bringing up, the obvious choice would have to be John Moxley, because he's never beaten the American Dragon. I don't know if he's beaten Daniel Bryan in WWE, but he's never beaten Bryan Danielson. And I think this will be the perfect opportunity for Bryan to get his second loss in AEW and shed some blood or two. I mean, it's Revolution. We're probably going to get a lot of blood in this match and in the dog collar match. So, yeah, I'm going with Moxley here.
Okay. Who are you gonna yell at me if I pick one of y'all else? What's going on, LaFlaca? Apparently, I'm a racist and not real Puerto Rican. But you've been updated. Lay, who you got, Moxie or
I got Moxley.
Bryan Danielson?
He came off everything that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? And people are behind him. It would make the most sense to keep him rolling. You know what I mean? Keep him rocking and rolling.
Word. Yo, Matt, I didn't go to school, bro. But guys, like, my bad.
Yeah, just Moxley.
Okay.
Make it simple.
All right, cool. Gigi, who you got?
I'm going to go with Moxley. Because I feel like he needs this win over Bryan Danielson. It would be interesting to see Bryan Danielson win, though. But I really want to see Moxley just get that win over him. You know, it's going to be a hell of a match, and blood for sure from both contenders. Man, actually, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go with Bryan Danielson. For the simplicity is that someone's going to lose a lot of blood and he's going to be kicking. And I don't think Moxley is even going to tap out or it's a pin. It's going to be Moxley just passing out because he's not going to quit. And then, you know, Bryan Danielson is going to put him in a lock where he's just not going to be able to move. In the heat role that he's in right now, I do believe that Bryan Danielson is going to take the win for this just to add more heat to it.
Okay. I dig that idea. I get that. I can see that happening. See, for me, the asshole that I have become, I'm going to be the one person to say the facts. Because, you know, the number's right here. You can call it 1-800-FACTS. I'm going to give you the facts of the case. John Moxley versus Daniel Bryan is going to end in a draw. Because Daniel Bryan is undefeated. And John Moxley apparently can't lose. You can blow him up in the ring, and he still can't lose. Yeah, we've seen him get blown up in the ring before, and he can't lose. The irresistible force.
You got blown up with the sparklers?
Yeah. Yo,
but you know who was covering him?
Body parts everywhere.
That Puerto Rican guy was covering him.
That Puerto Rican guy was covering him.
Him. So he didn't blow up. He got saved.
No, you didn't see the body parts flying around? The body parts
I saw sparklers. Like I give to my cousins on July 4th to, you know, make sure they're safe.
So, yeah,
By the way, wait a minute. What is this whole thing that now you've become an asshole? When did you stop before? I want to get down to the root of it. When did that stop?
What do you mean? I was never an asshole.
Oh, no, sir. You go ahead and let's rewind the tape here, son. You wildin'.
We have an assignment for you, Pro. If you're out there listening, shut up. We have an assignment for you. We need you to take all the asshole moments, all right? That has been on almost every show that he does, all right? And then I want you to take this clip saying that he was never been an asshole, because then we're going to be like, what? And then we're going to show you all the times that you were an asshole since day one. All right? Including the fact that you did not know that Eddie Kingston was fucking Puerto Rican.
Yo, hold on, wait, time out. Did Superman die and I'm in another fucking universe with a bunch of clones? Because we all just found out I'm an asshole and Eddie Kingston's fucking Puerto Rican.
We didn't figure out that you was an asshole. We've been knowing this since day one.
Do me a favor. Someone send Sasha Banks over to my house to pinch me, to prove to me that this is real, because this is bullshit.
Nope.
This is bullshit that all of a sudden I'm an asshole and Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican. When did this happen?
Say it again. You just said it's both.
No.
All of a sudden, you're an asshole. That's right. You've always been one.
Hold on, wait. So no. So Eddie Kingston being a Puerto Rican and me being an asshole is like the avocado. It just showed up and became the best thing in the world.
Dude,
is that what's happening?
Hand in hand.
They just fucking showed up?
Why
I'm
are
an asshole from the Bronx?
Into this argument? Why are we talking about aguacates right now? There's no, what?
They just popped like
what
kale.
Are you doing?
Look here, Mr. Anderson. Look here, Mr. Anderson.
I'm toe taz.
You need to change that goddamn decision that you made there. Why, of all things, would you consider even thinking of a fucking draw?
Because that's what he does. That's what Daniel Bryan does. He draws with everyone. Come on, man.
Your booking
listen,
is
no.
An asshole.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, Daniel Bryan had that much room after the Moxley match at Arthur Ashe Stadium to prove to me that he wasn't the guy that I hated in WWE. But no. He transferred over his retirement fund to the new holder, and I hate him just as much. I don't get his character. I don't get a guy that wants to build up the young talent being a fucking heel in order to get another guy to join him. I don't understand this. It fucks with my brain. I speak fluent show, and that fucks with my brain.
This is a unique conundrum there.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I can understand where you come from with that.
Yeah,
I get that part.
So
you're still an asshole, but I get that part.
It's a draw. So it's gonna be a fucking time limit draw where they both get knocked out, and the ref is like 10, 9, and like the timer hits 1 right before the ref hits 10, and it's like, wait, are they both out? Is it time limit? And then no one wants to prove that they lost, and then now they're best fucking friends, and they're gonna go on and wrestle Andrade's people with his fucking faction. Have I ever watched him in ROH? No, I have not.
What's the next match?
MJF versus CM Punk.
Here we go.
There you go.
Oh, here we fucking go.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I have some breaking news. Before I say this. Impact Wrestling is going to be doing a event at WrestleCon called Multiverse of Matches. The first match that's been announced is the Good Brothers taking on the Briscoe Brothers.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, the brothers from different universes.
So yeah, it's called Multiverse of Matches. So basically, I think it's just Ring of Honor and Impact guys competing against each other and shit. So that's gonna be dope. I want blood. I want so much of it. That's all I want.
Strange fetishes, my friend.
Yeah.
I just want blood. I want this to feel like an actual
Piper versus Valentine.
Match. Yeah, I want something like that. I want it to feel like it's going to be an instant classic. I want it to feel like a brawl. I want it to feel like a fight. But most importantly, I want it to feel as personal as all these promos that they've been doing. You have to make this personal. This is the legit blood feud for CM Punk. This is his very first blood feud in AEW since he's made his return. Every other match that he had in AEW doesn't fucking matter right now. Because everything that he's doing here with MJF is just fucking gold. This is your one opportunity to showcase that you still got it. Yeah, you took a loss from MJF, you got him over, but now it's time to fucking get your win back. And if it has to be in a dog collar match, I want blood. I don't get blood, you're not getting the rating that you deserve. All right? Single-handedly. That's all I crave for in this match. You gave it to me Wednesday, and then I fell asleep. So I didn't really get to see much of it. But I just liked the fact that, oh, they're wearing white. So I know what's fucking happening here. Someone's bleeding. And the whole thing with MJF and Punk doing the whole promo, like, oh, I'm the devil himself, and I fooled all of you. when I cried and I prayed and I prayed my Jews, and I'm like, you fucking idiot. I knew you were going to do that. Like, the minute you hugged him, I was like, all right, he's telling you, you're going to kick me in the dick. You're going to take your ring out of your fucking pants. You're going to put it in your pinky. It's going to smell a bit, but I'm going to take it. You're going to hit me in the outfit. I'm going to bleed. You're going to keep punching me and punching me and punching me. Take my blood, put it on your shirt, make it look fucking real and shit, and then keep punching me. And then try to hang me like you're trying to really kill me on live television.
That was a lot of blood. That was a lot of blood, though.
We need that. We need that. It's TV 14. We need shit like that. I don't give a fuck how many kids are out there live. Fuck them. All right? This is not meant for children.
So I'm a little confused. You're mad they did the blood on Dynamite, but you want to see the blood on the pay-per-view? Or
no, he wants to see just the same amount of blood, if not more, on the pay-per-view.
Okay. When I saw the YouTube footage, when they put it out there, they put it in black and white, and it pissed me off.
Oh, well, yeah, it's YouTube.
I'm like, okay, I get it, YouTube guidelines. Fuck you, but still, it's just blood. It's not like you're showing porn. Which it's basically what YouTube is now. They're just showing like, oh, PG-13 porn. But yeah, Punk for the win.
Okay, all right. Lay, you already said MJF, right?
Absolutely. I am a fan of the cat. I like the way he's doing his work, and it'd be hilarious for everybody to be like, Punk's about to win, and he wins, and it's like, fuck all of you. There's nothing like a big fuck you to the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I mean, realistically, it should be Punk. Somehow, either Wardlow calls him the match or something like that. Or something like, oh well, you remember when I said I'd make sure you win. If I don't win, I'm always make sure you win. That's why I'm not winning. Well, if I'm not gonna win, you definitely winning. You know what I mean?
Word.
But yeah, I hope MJF, because it'd be hilarious. I want the crowd just sit there and go. I go, take the air out of the room. I love when that happens in wrestling. A shocking loss, that they take the air out of the room and you see the crowd just kind of like the Undertaker thing when the streak was broken.
I was just about to ask you that, Lee.
I was dying, son. Hilarious. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have picked Brock, but whatever. I don't, it was funny to see it.
Yeah, in my head, I was like, he lost to Brock? But he lost? To Brock?
Yep.
But he lost.
Who's happy? Hookah Bear.
Yeah, Hookah Bear was ecstatic. Yeah, there's videos on his Instagram of him dancing in his underwear with the dancing in the street. Yeah, because he loves Brock. He loves him some Brock.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm done watching you guys or anybody dancing in any underwears overall.
I think I saw enough of that last week.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
This is the best time for me to do the Ric Flair promo. Then with a tear in my eye.
No, I'm out. Bye. I'm out. No, I'm not here for this. Fuck out of here. Damn, this is tough. I want MJF to win. I really do. But. To see him lose and then to circle back to a match that I predicted where I want Wardlow to win, the ladder match. To have Wardlow have a win over MJF in the pay-per-view. That adds so much more story within that right there. And I honestly, I want to see that more than an MJF and CM Punk match overall. Why I want Punk to win? I do, but I really want MJF to win, but I see them giving the win to CM Punk. Wardlow is definitely going to make his way in, and what's going to end up happening is that Shawn Spears is basically going to fuck up shit along the way, because that's what he likes to do. He wants to just be this animal with the chair, and he's going to fuck shit up, and MJF is going to lose to Punk. So I'm picking Punk as my winner because I'm just realistically thinking about shit. where Wardlow's going to end up having a win over MJF.
Okay. I see that, you know, an angle like that also where Wardlow's gonna cost MJF the match. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But then Matt bring up a good case is like that CM Punk needs to win so that way they have the rubber match in Long Island in a cage.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so but here's the thing though. Let's figure this one out. What about Wardlow versus MJF in Long Island?
That's what I'm saying. That's where it could lead to.
You know, that would be a good little match right there.
This could be the beginning where it's the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Yeah.
You know? That's what... So, if we have, like, basically MJF losing, it builds up to that.
Yeah.
It would build up to that. And it's just a smart move.
Yeah. And we either have Wardlow versus MJF for Wardlow's wrestling rights, so Wardlow could be an actual wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could have Tony Khan pull a Vince McMahon and just have him sign Wardlow. You know?
Yeah. Just like, oh, you know, I knew this was coming. You were going to fire me. I knew. And it'd be like, that's why I spoke to Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And let's just say, I'm all elite. I'll see you around.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like walks away, and then Sean Spears is like fucking petrified.
Word.
He's gonna kill me and powerbound me. Yep. That's long-term storytelling. Yep.
Yeah, and they've been telling that story ever since Wardlow got there.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You've seen it progress more and more. Once Wardlow started getting popular, it was like, all right, now let's put that little jealousy out there. With Austin Spears, you know, fucking up Wardlow. You know what I'm saying? The accountability buddy. You know? Which we need an accountability buddy for Show's phone.
Yeah.
That and what is the holder. The accountability buddy the holder buddy. Oh shit. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, Lay. When it's winning, Dominic Toretto's out there. That's it. Yo, if you're watching the podcast out in the street, honk the horn for Gigi. Let us know.
All right.
Yo, they did that shit last week, remember? Gigi made a point, my man honked the horn. I was like, oh shit, he's listening.
They heard me.
Word.
I hear them.
Someone got a bike in their word.
Yo,
all right, so
remember, it's not like family.
That's true.
Family.
It's true. You could do anything with family.
Absolutely.
You could be Puerto Rican with family.
Stop.
Really?
Stop.
Really?
I ain't say nothing.
Oh
That was the
God.
asshole that just popped up in.
What the fuck?
All right. Yeah. There you go, Show. But
Where you at, Show?
the next match is Jade Cargill versus Ty Conti for the TBS Championship.
Ooh, damn. I want Ty to win, but Jade's on a roll, man. I think the person that's going to knock her off her pedestal would be the Professor, Serena Deeb. I don't see Ty Conti taking that belt off of Jade right now. I think it would be a good match, or you know, a decent match. But I don't see Jade losing.
Yep.
At all.
Okay. Dave, you agree with that?
So Jade's my...
She said it all. You know what I mean? She's like Goldberg at this point. So it's like, might as well keep the train rolling.
Yeah. What about you, Hazel? Who you got?
It's still gonna be that bitch show. She's gonna win. I mean, Ty Conti's gonna put on a good performance, but it's the obvious choice. It's very predictable. They're trying to make Jade Cargill into something by having her be undefeated while she's champion. And Yeah, I could see someone like Serena Deeb taking the belt off of her, but if there's one person in particular that most likely will take the belt off her, it has to be Ruby Soho. It has to.
Toni Storm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that too. No, I don't want her in AEW. I want her to go back to Stardom.
Yo.
Thanks for killing my dream, Hazel.
Yeah, right?
Jay
Killed my.
Again, not everyone could go to
tonight.
AEW. Just because you got released from the company don't mean like, oh, I'm going to go to AEW immediately. Nah,
yo.
There are many other promotions.
But if there's anything that AEW has room for, it's more women talent.
True, but again, do you really want to sign every female that got released from the company and bring them to AEW? I mean,
Toni Storm, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the only one
Toni Storm, absolutely. Are you kidding me? She was such a fucking amazing talent. They just fucking didn't utilize her correctly in WWE. To have one of the most.
You're going to Impact. Honestly.
Oh, that's a good one. Mia Yim.
Wait. Mia Yim or Reckoning?
You see the asshole part we were talking about earlier? That's it.
Yeah, that's it right there.
I mean, both of them have been released from WWE, but they're both in the game.
Bruh.
I just want to make sure.
Bruh. Stop.
I just want to make sure. And then continuing in the asshole spirit, I think Jay's gonna win also. I don't see Ty winning. Like, I think if someone's gonna beat Jay, they gotta build them up. It can't just be out of nowhere. You can't RKO the shit out of Jade's run. It can't just be out of nowhere. Somebody gotta.
In other words, it has to matter.
Yeah. Yes. And Reckoning would matter. So the next match,
Kenny, if we can mute Toe, we would, but we don't have that power, sir. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't. We absolutely don't.
Please, please.
Yeah. I have the power. I got the power. I'm the perfect weapon, and Lane knows what I'm talking about.
Kenny, we need to find a hacker and hack into his shit,
That's a great reference, bro. Oh, now I gotta watch it.
Yes, we do. But we can't watch that shit with Show or Krills because they're gonna think that movie's fucking Matrix 3 or some shit. I don't know. You reported this to YouTube. Well, guess what, Kenny? They might not even find a reason to ban me. Because they didn't find a reason to unban me after I fucking proved to them that I was the one talking. It wasn't WWE. And I'm doing the dance too because this is the fuck you YouTube dance. This is the go fuck yourself YouTube dance right here. I perfected it. Coming out
like the 2023. Dance, but we gonna leave it alone. All right.
2023, it's coming out. The fuck you YouTube dance. Well, pre-order it now. Downloadable content in 2K20. All right, so the next match, yeah, right. The next match is Jurassic Express versus the Red Dragons versus the Young Bucks for the AEW. You want to go first, Lay?
Please.
You want to go first, Lay? Go ahead.
I mean, if you don't see the Red Dragon winning this, you have to be blind because they either want to hype you up to think that they're going to get all the belts and then Adam Cole loses, then claims he didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's surprising this match I really don't care for because of the other two teams. I'm a Red Dragon fan from ROH. Love that team. So that's what I'm going with. So that's it.
All right, bro, before anybody else goes, Matt goes, I'm the new character in Peacemaker. And just like Monday nights, I would make that show better. Just saying. Because me and Kenny do the Monday Night Raw watch along, and we make Mondays better. So I would make Peacemaker better, even though I didn't think Peacemaker was that good. But yeah, I mean, if I'm in there, I'm just saying.
Peacemaker was really good. What are you talking about? You know what?
The joke got stale after the first episode.
You know what? Jurassic Express. I don't see them taking off the belt. I see what's going to happen is that there's going to be a lot of Young Bucks and Red Dragon going at each other's throats, and they're going to get distracted, and Jungle Express is going to retain these titles. I mean, they've only been 2 months since they held the title. I think they're just going to continue holding them. I don't think the titles are going to switch in a triple threat match. No, I don't think it's going to switch at all.
What up, OG?
I'm going to go with Jurassic Express here.
Okay, I can see that. You're making good arguments today.
I got a fucking problem with this match.
Wait, which one of them is Puerto Rican that I didn't know? Is it Jungle Boy?
No.
Clearly it's a dinosaur.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that we had 2 battle royals, and I didn't see the other battle royal, but it was obvious that the Young Bucks were gonna win, and it pisses me off knowing that there are a lot of other tag teams that could be competing with Jurassic Express. I mean, Red Dragon, okay, good, a new team for fucking Jurassic Express to face, but now you add the Young Bucks in the picture, and it's like, okay, here's 2 teams that are basically Adam Cole's bitch. So at the point, who's Adam Cole really gonna be with? Is he gonna stay with his Red Dragon buddies, or is he gonna stay with the Elite? Because at this point right now, it's obvious that the Jurassic Express are gonna win this, because these 2 teams are just gonna be butting heads while the Jurassic Express take advantage of every single little distraction that is going on. And I don't think that's fair, because you have so many other tag teams that could fucking be utilized in this goddamn company, but your only proposition is, oh, let's get the guys that we just brought in months ago, and let's add the Young Bucks to face off against this team that we're really riding our coattails on. So, yeah, I don't see Red Dragon or Young Bucks winning this. And I don't understand why they needed to be in this match. Santana Ortiz could have been in this match. My nigga 2.0 could have been in this match.
I think the more reason why they're in this match again is because you have 2 tag teams that's basically fighting for the attention of Adam Cole right now, because Kenny Omega is unavailable. All right, physically and emotionally. All right, and we're building to have Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks. Because that's what we're doing. It's not a problem. Why is that a problem?
Because why add the Jurassic Express in this situation? They're not in an angle. The whole angle is now they're just in this whole love triangle between 2 tag teams and 1 guy, because they're the tag team champions. I feel as if they should have gotten more of an angle going on here instead of, oh, let's do 2 fucking battle royals because we have nothing better to think about. Yippee! Here we go. Teams that just debuted months ago. Teams that probably nobody wanted to see in the tag team picture for a while. Why? Because they're Adam Cole's bitch. So Jurassic Express have no purpose being in this match because they don't have an angle. Their only angle is, oh, we're the tag champs and we just want competition. This isn't a storyline for them. This is just a match. The storyline is within the 2 tag teams, and that's the problem. You have 3 teams here that can do so much, but you're only caring about 2.
I'm just seeing it more for the match itself. Yeah. I'm going to have some amazing... I mean, granted, this is the thing. Right now, currently, AEW is slightly dropping the ball with Jurassic Express as a tag team, as in for putting them into legit storylines. They've been wrestling on Dynamite. They've been wrestling on Rampage. It kind of feels a little out of it for the simplicity. You don't have Marco Stunt anymore, so it kind of feels like we're just putting Christian into it to fill that void.
The other guy.
Yeah, so so they're just not sure. Again, we're going to see until his contract runs out, because he was in GCW.
Yeah,
you know, he did make an appearance in GCW during Mark Cardona's match with Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like he's not wrestling. I just don't know what they're trying to do or what he feels like doing with AEW. But right now, you're going to have Jungle Express just retain it, but they need to go ahead and put Jungle Express into a good story where it's like, you guys are so babyface.
Mm-hmm.
We need to give you something that's going to make you a little bit more cutting edge because you're no longer a boy with just his dinosaur.
Side note, Matt, I completely agree. Waiting for God.
Yeah, same here.
Word.
But they can't sign everybody.
No, ROH.
Forbidden Door. Yeah, Ring of Honor.
Forbidden Door. We got ROH. We got the back door and then the Forbidden Door. That's what we got going on.
The back door first. No, but yeah. I get it. I agree with you, Gigi, and I agree with Kenny. I see the Jurassic Express winning this match, proving they're a legitimate tag team. And this can also set up for, let's say, if the Elite versus the new Undisputed Era, that can set up your trio title. Because isn't there talks about a trio title coming to AEW?
They've been
and there goes two legitimate.
And but they need to debut that soon. They have to.
What's the perfect way to debut it with you got the Elite and the Undisputed Era? You know what I'm saying?
Kenny was already in the title program. That wouldn't make sense.
And you Best Friends, you got the Dark Order, you got guys that are in factions that could be in trios, matches,
The Death Triangle.
That too.
So to fight the Bullet Club, yeah, but
but then you're also gonna have your Eddie Kingston with Santana and Ortiz.
Yep.
Yeah,
who y'all just found out was Puerto Rican.
Shut the fuck up.
Just
stop.
You about to get that Joe Pesci shit again. Keep fucking around.
Yeah, see that? Yo, she's dead ass on some. It's on site, nigga. It's on site.
At least you know. At least you know.
My man, just know when to call it quits. Like right there.
Hey man, the facts are up. All right, so everybody's saying that Jurassic and Lay went with the Red Dragons. All right. Baker versus Thunder Rosa. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa.
Ooh, Thunder Rosa.
Ooh, it's that time. It's that time. Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, it's fucking time. It's time to pull the trigger. Britt Baker's time as women's champion has officially come to a close, just like a fucking dentist. So, yeah, it's time to give it to Thunder Rosa. We need a Latina women's champion in AEW, and what a perfect time for Thunder Rosa to be the champion here. She's put in a lot of hard work, especially with all the matches that she's had with Britt Baker. It's time to give her this run. It's time. It's fucking time. Britt Baker's had good run with it, but sorry, girl. You can't hold it forever. Got to give it to someone else, and it has to be Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
Not yet.
Time is due.
She's going to tell you to get your fucking shine box.
Yo, I'm just excited to see this match. These two women have such chemistry in the ring.
Absolutely.
I mean, in all honesty, Britt Baker is great as a heel, but as a performer, as a wrestler, Britt Baker would not be Britt Baker if it wasn't for Thunder Rosa. Because Thunder Rosa pushed her to her ultimate limit. Time and time and time again. And I would not expect anything less in this match. Shit. Let this fucking be the unsanctioned match for the women's title. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
I'm
not really looking forward to the men's title match.
Cole and Payne?
This match. This is my main event right here. This one.
I can see that.
Let me be honest with you.
Yo, you really want to get Gigi pissed off right now?
This fucking guy. Nope.
You
I'm
really
out.
wanna get
I'm out. Bye.
What?
It's 12:24. I gotta go. Bye.
I was gonna say you want to get you this song right now.
I swear I'll take off
I
these
got
goddamn headphones.
I got one more clip. I got one more bullet in the chamber, but you know what? I'll save that for next week. I'll save it for next week. Why you gonna give a guest the finger, Gigi?
That ain't for that nigga. For the one that thinks. That ain't for that nigga. And it ain't filet. Alright? And show ain't here. And show ain't here. Alright, because you can't even see that.
That's for you,
That's for you.
I knew Eddie Kingston was Puerto Rican, so I'm good.
Wait, so we all know it's for
right.
yo bullheaded. We know. We as in for Lay, Hazel, myself, and even Show knows that it's for yo ass. Fuck out of here. Yo.
Damn,
Moving forward. Wait, did you pick? Who are you gonna choose?
Well, I was gonna say that if Britt Baker wins this match, then someone has to come in because she basically ran the gauntlet of everybody, and Jade Cargill's nowhere near becoming AEW Women's Champion. Her talent level is not that high yet. So, who's the best person to come in? Eva Marie.
Goodbye.
Amen.
Yo, let's be full.
Yo, your problem is not Hazel or myself. Good luck.
No, but
we're gonna do this.
No. In all honesty, someone would have to come in. So it'd be like Amber Moon, Amir Yin, or someone of that caliber to come in and beat Britt Baker. But I do see Thunder Rosa being hot. Like, she has the momentum to win this match, and Thunder Rosa could go with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Britt Baker, like, she elevated that title. She elevated the Women's Championship, but she went through everybody so fast that unless we're gonna keep her on the back burner for a couple more months and introduce somebody new, like, you can have brand new feuds with Thunder Rosa as champion. So I would pick Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I saw that. I definitely saw that. Thank you, Matt. Because this nigga right here is not going. Oh my heavens.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys just think I'm an asshole.
Heavens.
My man,
This
I'm about
Maya,
to
Lord, pray for this Maya. He gonna get his ass whooped, Lord.
I'm about to pizza cut
This fake Puerto Rican motherfucker right here, Lord. I'm gonna pray for this nigga over here.
My man,
Lord.
Nick Gage,
Abdullah the Butcher.
Nick Gage signed this pizza cutter with Casanova Valentine's blood on it. I would love to fucking carve your head open after you said Eva fucking Marie. Trust me, you're lucky I'm not in the BX, my nigga. You're lucky. I find you.
Yo,
I'm not here for this. I'm sorry. I'm not signing. I'm sorry for y'all. I'm not signing no incident report for this. I'll holla.
Yo, you sounding mad boss right now, Gigi. Mad corporate right now.
Somebody got to keep us in check, y'all, before we cook. Before we're not advertised on Domino's anymore.
Yo, I just want to let everybody know I'm doing this in Matt Awesome shirt. So I got the spirit of the abuelas in my back pocket. That's what it is. That's what
Hold up, and then you didn't feel all them cantazos in the back of your head when you said Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican? What? Like, you didn't feel all them, like, this dumb motherfucker right here. You didn't feel all them chancletas hit the back of your bald head like this? No? Damn, Matt. We're going to have, Yo, Matt, we're going to have to buy that Bruja fucking holy water, all right? Because apparently he ain't feeling the spirits, man. Because it would have fucked his ass up and he would have been concussed during the whole podcast. I'm just saying.
The amount of times that my uncle hit me in the fucking head, I'm brain damaged. I don't feel nothing no more.
You should just change the title of the show to... Change the title of the show to... Wait, what? Eddie Kingston's Puerto Rican? Just change it to that.
Yo, you know how many views we'll get? Because everybody like, really? But we found out today.
What
like
the?
I said,
What you nigga? You found out.
Stop throwing us under the bus. We knew this shit years ago.
You ain't throwing me underneath the bus.
No.
I'm making known. That was your ass, nigga.
We just confirmed it.
We just realized we had a dumb fuck on the podcast.
He means himself. We as in all of his personalities.
Me and Venom.
Well,
me and Show, because I don't think Show knew that. But, you know. So, main event time. Hangman Page versus Adam Cole. Formerly known as Michael Cole's son.
Oh, man. This is tough. Because I don't see Hangman losing the title, but I don't see him not losing the title at the same time. You know, that's like it. We want to keep him as champion because we just put the belt on him. We don't want to flip flop and just automatically give it to Adam Cole. But Adam Cole keeps me more entertained than Hangman, and on the mic and as a wrestler. But I believe that, you know, because right now we're going to have this feud and everything, Adam Cole's not going to win. And I think Hangman Adam Page is going to retain his title.
Okay.
Look at why is Adam Cole getting a shot before anyone else? That bothers me. Oh my God. This whole thing is really like, you start to ask yourself, is Tony Khan really going to pull the trigger and give the belt to Adam fucking Cole? Because I don't want to see that happen, because I wouldn't. This is not a difficult choice. Hangman is going to win. Hangman is going to win because they need to make him a fighting champion. They have to. You can't just give this man 3 world title matches and then all of a sudden, bam, he loses. He hasn't really defended the belt on pay-per-view. And this is his first title defense on pay-per-view. So this needs to be the make or break moment for Hangman. Be a fighting champion, retain it, or they're going to do some shit that I know a lot of people are not going to like. But then people are going to just say, oh, we're over because it's Adam Cole. But again, it's like Adam Cole just basically jumped the fucking line and took someone else's spot that deserved it way more. Like, I would have not mind seeing Darby Allin versus Hangman Page. Hell, I would have not mind seeing fucking Wardlow versus Hangman Page. Any of those. But just not Adam Cole. And yeah, Adam Cole's a great wrestler. I just don't feel like he needed to be in this position. And they just jumped the gun way too quick. But now it's also like, okay, the Young Bucks kind of forgave Hangman a bit when he won the title from Kenny. So it's also like, where are the Young Bucks going to stand now during this match? Now this whole angle is just, oh, where are the Young Bucks which side are the Young Bucks gonna be? Are they gonna be in Cole's side? Are they gonna be with Hangman? Because, you know, with Red Dragon involved, it's the obvious choice that they're gonna be with Hangman. I mean, they're gonna be with Cole. So yeah, they have to keep the belt on Hangman. They need to. It's gonna be a great match. It is. It's gonna be fun. But there wasn't really a lot of build going into this match. It was just, oh, Hangman's the next contender, and that's it. Okay, cool. So yeah, and I think this is the reason why I agree with Lay. Like, this match is probably not going to be interesting, not one bit. Like, the women's match will probably be the one that will steal the show. So yeah, Hangman to win.
All right, who you got, Lay?
Yeah, I mean, in all reality, story-wise, First of all, the storyline came out of nowhere. This shit literally started like a week ago. Some shit like that. Like it hasn't been a big build to it. 2, I really don't care. 3, I mean, if you take the belt off Hangman now, then you pretty much just Big E'd him.
Yeah.
Exact same run as Big E in a sense.
Yeah, because he defended the WWE title twice on TV.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So you're like, are you gonna do that? Are you gonna all this shit about the booking? You're gonna do the same booking? You know? Yeah. I figure Hangman wins and maybe he starts a program with Christian. Because they clearly aren't respecting his title run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, he wins. You know, it's going to be a good match. I'm just like not really excited for it because the build, there's no history that the people that are not fans of ROH know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it should be okay.
All right. So I'm going to completely agree with Lay and change my vote. The Red Dragons are going to win the tag team titles, and Adam Cole is winning the AEW championship. Why? Because that's going to definitively bring back Omega versus Adam Cole for the AEW title, and then the trios matches right there. Also, because there is no other challenge for Hangman Page that you could throw out without it being coming out of nowhere. Daniel Bryan came out of nowhere winning a tournament. The Murder Hawk came out of nowhere, you know, because an MMA coach told him, you can either fuck me up or fuck up the champion. And then Adam Cole is undefeated after losing to Darby Allin in the Lights Out match. So if you're going to change hands from Adam Page, do it now. Because you already made his title run insignificant. There's no mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for my man's run.
Absolutely.
It's impossible at this moment. So I would give it to Cole. Cole got the heat, he got the momentum, and he got the built-in storyline of Undisputed versus All Elite right there. You know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not starting to disrespect Hangman Page's run. We done did it. We done did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh shit.
It sucks, man, because the guy can go. He's just, I don't know. It went left fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He can go. He just went in the wrong direction.
That's the way.
I just wish they actually gave him some build up to a big match going forward. It's like, no, we needed to give him Cole 2 weeks in advance, so we got to build that up. It's not really a lot to build up because the pay-per-view is this Sunday. The only thing you could do to make this angle feel like it was, you know, worth, you know, making is the match has to be fucking phenomenal.
Well, they messed up Adam Cole when he wrestled Daniel Bryan more than once.
Mm-hmm.
That's what messed him up. Because he had to end that feud, and there was no time for him to build up anything for this pay-per-view. So Adam Cole is the fit where, you know, fill in the blank.
Yeah, and they kind of messed up Danielson when he's just doing draws at one point.
Yeah.
Like, well, so that's what you do. You have draws.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Both matches were dope. You know, it's crazy. Fast paced and everything, but
yeah.
Another draw.
Two.
And let Hangman Page, honestly, the build up for Hangman Page being the champion, he went from being a drunk to being, you were my friends, and now he's the champion. You know, a more respectable build up from him coming back after a while, winning the title for the second time, I think would do him better than, you know, this. Because we all know Big E's never going to get another shot. I'm sorry.
That was a long-term storyline right there. That Hangman Page thing.
Yeah.
Forever. And then, you know, his wife got pregnant. That's why he went away, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know, fuck the spotter or I got hurt. He's like, yo, the father.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that's parent going to be parent or sees that, they be like, all right, yeah, I got to go. Got to be a dad. It's okay.
Just a little bit.
I mean? Yeah, but I feel like the build-up was better than this title has been so far.
Yeah.
100%. And it's fucked up. And you're right. That might be a great idea to, cut him off early before it gets worse and then start it over, Have them start from the bottom. And that's another thing they got to start doing with people. Once they lose, they go down the ladder. Don't Drew McIntyre me where I get a title shot because I sneezed at you.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me. Don't Seth Rollins me where I lose 8 matches and all of a sudden, title shot.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right, because I can't dance.
That's right.
None of that.
Anybody that can't dance gets a title shot, baby. What?
I don't know what that is. He started doing this. I don't know what that is, but and I still do it with better, more rhythm. But
this is true. It's on beat.
Make those wins mean something. Yo, honestly, if you look at the records, Moxley should get a title shot next. Like if you look at the records, like I've seen them, I've looked at them, and I'm like, yo, it's Moxley, and then Alistair, and then Pac.
Yeah.
Those are the three in that order.
Alistair should have been in that run. You want to talk about somebody that got momentum? He should have got a title shot before. But also, like I said, this company's been around for 3 years, and you can't give everyone that just in this year a title shot. Otherwise, you have 18 fucking champions in the first 3 years. It's not a good look.
Another thing that Hagel said is right. It should have been one of the pillows of the company.
True. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should have been one of the pillows. Even give Britt a shot at the title. She's been a better champion than most people.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised Darby Allin hasn't gotten a title shot yet.
Absolutely correct.
He's one of the pillows that could have went straight title shot because he was hot in the beginning, and he never failed us in any of his matches.
Nope. Him and MJF had a great match.
Oh yeah. It
could have been the match of the night had it not been for other matches, but it was a great match. And
that whole card,
I said, he doesn't love himself because he just launches himself everywhere, but he can wrestle.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Orange Cassidy, except more suicidal.
Yeah. Like if me saying comments to make y'all mad was a person, it'd be Darby Allin just throwing this shit out there.
Absolutely correct, and seeing how he can break his back.
Yeah, for real. His back is brawling. His back is brawling.
Yo.
His shit is made out of steel, bro.
Shit,
but we went 40 minutes overtime because this was a good show. This is a good show. We found out things about ourselves. And we did some things. Today we got we got the Matt Awesome in the room. You know what I'm saying? We got him in the chat. Kenny's over here doing his media stuff and all that. At least he was in the chat. Mm-hmm. He didn't show, but he was in the chat.
Well, he showed for like about 3 seconds in his phone.
Yeah, sure. We saw his teeth.
I feel like your phone, you set up something where it cuts you off.
Oh, I was about to say, Gigi said, fuck yeah, I'm out. 12:40 was the limit. I'm not staying any longer than that.
I'm taking this shit no more.
Yeah, right? Well, on that note, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody. I don't want to get jumped at the end of this, but
it can happen anyway.
Yeah.
It worked. It's already done. It's a done deal.
The Boricuas are at the door. Yeah.